the champions of the West Division for Glastonbury. Number 3, Haley Moriarty. Number 5, Anna Shaheen. Number 8, Mackenzie Landers. Number 12, Kaylee Sully. Number 13, Kelsey Landers. Number 14, Elena Taylor. Number 16, Riley Carroll. Number 17, Corey Anderson. Number 21, Gianna Angelillo. Number 26, Angela Chavez. And number 33, Marla Rodriguez. The Glastonbury Guardians are coached by head coach Mark Landers. And now for the champions of the North Division for Wethersfield. Number 0, Vanessa Minty. Number 2, Isabella DeStefano. Number 3, Kathleen Brush. Number 4, Lauren Darrow. Number 9, Emma Mallark. Number 12, Jillian Barnett. Number 14, Allie Lady. Number 15, Isabella Bonfiglio. Number 18, Avery Ford. Number 20, Kayla Ward. And number 21, Julia Daly. Wethersfield is coached by head coach Antonio Leon. And now, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, soccer fans, good evening and good Friday night. It is a beautiful night here in Berlin. We're at Sage Park. It is the CCC Girls Soccer Tournament Championship. The top seed, Wethersfield Eagles, in their home blues against the second seed, Glastonbury Guardians, in their road whites. We're just about to get underway. Hopefully the volume and sound will come through okay for you. Our video is going to be a little challenged. We're on a makeshift remote setup here. And the sun is coming right at us from the left, so that's going to be a tough angle as we go right to left, at least for this first half. Left to right should be a little better video. But we've got a good one taking shape here. It is Wethersfield, champions of the CCC North Division, a 13-0-3 regular season, including 6-0-0 in that North Division. They got here with a 1-0 double overtime penalty kick win over Tolland on Wednesday. That was the first game all season in which the Eagles had been held scoreless through regulation. I'm sorry, that was against Bristol Central. It was Glastonbury who took on Tolland in the nightcap in Southington Wednesday night. They knocked off the Eagles of Tolland, so the Glastonbury Guardians are here having won the West Division. 11-1-4 overall on the regular season for Glastonbury. 5-0-2 in the CCC West. So we've got a rematch of one of the more exciting games of the regular season on the Wethersfield side. These two teams got together at Catone back on September 30th. Riley Carroll for Glastonbury got the Guardians on the board in the 26th minute to give Glastonbury the 1-0 halftime lead. Wethersfield was denied on a PK in the 69th minute, but earned another one in the final minute of action. Kayla Ward put that away with 8 seconds left on the clock to force the tie, and that broke Glastonbury's 14-game win streak in this series. So the Eagles looking to build off that momentum, potentially come out of here with the win, and more importantly, the CCC girls soccer title for 2022. Glastonbury on the year, as we mentioned, 11-1-4 in the regular season. They have been the class of CIAC girls soccer, the team of the decade in the 2010s, winning 5 titles, 2011, 3 in a row from 2014 through 2016, and their last one in 2019. They are currently sitting at number 5 in the final Game Time CT coaches poll for classes L and L. They're number 3 in the Max Preps Connecticut poll, and they locked up the number 2 seed in the upcoming Class LL playoffs. Only loss of the season for the Guardians was to St. Joseph, a potential tournament foe for the Eagles. St. Joseph seeded number 2 in Class L, and arguably the best team in all the state. They're the number 1 team in that LL coaches poll that we mentioned from Game Time CT. Wethersfield on the other side locked up the number 3 spot in Class L. They will get a bye on Tuesday, play their first game at Catone on Thursday in the CIAC playoffs. The Eagles are number 10 in that final Class L and L coaches poll, number 8 now in the latest Max Preps rankings for Connecticut. The Eagles have allowed only 1 goal in the last 6 regular season games. They held Bristol Central scoreless last night. So defensively and in goal, the Eagles have been sharp. And offensively, Kathleen Brush returns to the starting lineup tonight after not playing Wednesday. So that'll add some strength up front for Wethersfield as they break the huddle and look to take shape. Across the top, we'll have Brush on the left, Bonfiglio in the middle. Kayla Ward starts out on the right side. Midfield, we've got Allie Leahy, who was out for the second half and overtime periods of that game Wednesday night, back on the field to start this one. Also, Jillian Barnett in midfield. The back line is going to go actually a little different as Lauren Darrell's going to step up and looks like start at a midfield position. So across the back, left to right, we'll go Isabella DeStefani, Julia Daly, Avery Ford, and Emma Malarkey on the far side. So we're just about to get underway. Should be a good one tonight. Glastonbury and Wethersfield for the CCC Tournament Championship. Wethersfield is in blue. They'll go right to left here for the first half. Bonfiglio sets to take the opening kick. Officials are ready. We check the watch. And here we go. We're underway. Bonfiglio back to Leahy, now to Darrell. Plays it across the midline, goes far side. Glastonbury is going to get to that one first. And we are going to be challenge potentially to recognize some of what's happening here as that sun is peering right through on the left side coming at us. Hopefully second half will give us a little better visibility, but we'll do our best here in the first half. Again, I'm Dave Gustafson, joined tonight by, well, Dave Gustafson. It's a solo act here from Berlin. Sage Park is the venue. Here come the Guardians now as Angelillo plays a ball through. Chance brewing there for Glastonbury, but looking Venditti off the line quickly to scoop that one up. So first movement in toward the 18 comes from the Guardians. Venditti able to get to it, though. She goes toward the midline. Bonfiglio now heads it forward. Glastonbury's going to settle there. Across the midline they come. That is Carroll, number 16, the one who scored Glastonbury's goal in that 1-1 tie back on September 30th. Far side, cross now over to the near side, giving chase. Glastonbury all the way into the corner. That's going to roll over. It'll be Wethersfield possession. Looks like it'll be a throw just inside the corner here. And we are up near the press box, so our video, it's going to be, well, we'll give you what we can here. We'll have some interruptions probably as spectators are moving around, but we'll do our best to, like I said, continue to call the action. Quick tap from Leahy, comes out to Brush. Her first touch on the ball, left side. It's knocked away there by Glastonbury. Looks like Haley Moriarty got a piece of that one. DeStefani's going to make the throw now, near side. Inching toward the midline we go. Gets past Bonfiglio through a couple of Glastonbury defenders. Settling the ball there was Corey Anderson, number 17 for Glastonbury. Ball played forward now down the left side. Lauren Darrell is there one-on-one defensively for Wethersfield. Outside the 18, Glastonbury able to settle. Good pressure from Darrell as she prevented the nutmeg opportunity there, and she's going to play it forward now. Gets off of Ward, and it's going to roll over the sideline in front of the Eagles bench on the far side. So scoreless game, 37-50 and counting here first half. Glastonbury in their offensive half, trying to mount an attack. That's Angelillo with a through ball, finds Carroll, and whoa, wow, that was a fantastic play by Venditti to clear that out. Beautiful pass by Glastonbury. Angelillo able to get it over to Riley Carroll, but Venditti is there to close the door. We remain scoreless, 37-25 and counting first half. Ball played in now toward the middle of the 18. Darrell's going to be there to get to it for Wethersfield. Barnett kicks it out now, looking for Ward now. Ward not able to keep possession. Moriarty got to it for Glastonbury. Glastonbury now plays ahead. This is Angelillo. She's an important part of their offense. D1 commit going to the University of Miami. Ball gets in toward the 18. There's going to be an offside call, and that is something we talked about Wednesday night. Tournament play, postseason play. We move away from the two official system. We've got a center ref and two ARs on the sideline, so that should help with offside calls. Wethersfield, the beneficiary of one there, as that turns away the Glastonbury attack. So we remain scoreless, 36-40 and counting, just underway in this one. Beautiful sunny night. We love the warmth. We love the sun. Just wish it wasn't in our eyes so much as we turn this way. Bonfiglio now midfield. Gets it over to Leahy. Goes through that big, bright red B in the middle of the field here in Berlin. Darrell now with a high ball. Goes down the right side. Gets over the head of Ward. It's going to go out of bounds and back to Glastonbury. So Wethersfield still trying to find their way, feel out the play here. Haven't really had anything past the 40-yard line on the offensive half for the Eagles yet. Glastonbury trying to play out of the back here. High ball goes over the midline. That's going to be met by Julia Daly. Back across the midline we go. Well, Allie Leahy chips it over, trying to find Ward. Glastonbury gets to it. Here comes Barnett, though. She runs through, surrounded quickly by two white shirts for Glastonbury. Now over to Brush. Brush now tries to get around. She does. Gets around Carroll. Brush going to send one toward the middle, looking for Bonfiglio at the top of the 18, top of the arc now. Plays it back. Avery Ford over to Ward with a left foot on it. That's going to go right into the hands of Glastonbury's keeper. And apologies if we turned the camera too far there. It is really difficult to look into that goal. That's going to be a challenge potentially for the Eagles as they're shooting here in this first half. Avery Ford now trying to get the ball back for Wethersfield. It rolls to the midline. Moriarty there for Glastonbury. This is Carroll back. Misses Moriarty, and Bonfiglio is going to step to it. Leahy now plays a long ball, but there is nobody in the area code for Wethersfield. That's going to roll right to Glastonbury's keeper, Marla Radikas. Out of the back come the Guardians. Glastonbury, plenty of space to move in the backfield. Here come the blue shirts, but Moriarty's got it toward the midline now. Across the midline we go, headed by Lauren Darrell. Avery Ford able to win that one in the center circle, looking for Brush. Pulls it back. Brush now works around Moriarty. Got some space to move, sends the ball to Bonfiglio in the middle of the box. Had some opportunity, she went down, no call. Ball played out of there nicely by Glastonbury. Julia Daly meets it. Sends it through again now to Brush here on the left side. Brush right about the 25-yard line. Cuts in toward the middle. Good pressure there by Glastonbury. Ball rolls away. Bonfiglio gives chase, but cleared over into the other half of the field where Lauren Darrell's waiting for it there. Malarkey gives chase on the sideline. It goes over. Yeah, we're going to go Glastonbury way. So Glastonbury in white, moving left to right here in this first half. Wethersfield in blue going right to left. We've got no score, 34-02 and counting first half. Ball played all the way back to Venditti in net. She's near the flags here at Sage Park. Going to send it over to the far side, Lauren Darrell. Darrell now looking for the next opportunity. Low line drive toward the midline. That's taken away by Glastonbury. Goes past Darrell down the sideline on the left. That's going to roll out of bounds. Looks like we should get a Wethersfield throw out of that one. New ball is played in here. Throw comes in. And Malarkey tried to play it forward. Looks like it just went off her leg and go out of bounds. So Glastonbury takes over. Throw coming. Looks like that's going to be Anna Shaheen coming up from the back to take it. Pops it in. High ball now played toward the center of the field. Riley Carroll is there. Gets a foot on it. Cleared by Julia Daly for Wethersfield. Bonfiglio has it near midfield now. She's got Kathleen Brush streaking down the left side. Sent it to the middle. Looking for Bonfiglio again on the give and go. Not able to connect. Nice defense there from Glastonbury as they take the ball back over. That was Corey Anderson, number 17, who had the ball. Wethersfield trying to cap off this chapter of what has been the season of a lifetime here for the Eagles. First time in program history finishing a full regular season unbeaten. And there's a collision midfield. Allie Leahy goes down, as does Glastonbury's Mackenzie Landers, and that's going to go Glastonbury way. They'll take the quick kick, short ball played. Now toward the 30-yard line, right side. Moriarty going to let one go. She's got some people moving toward the net, but that's going to go wide left as Venditti calmly watched that one go past her. She's giving some instruction to her back line. Lauren Darrell in now to chat with Venditti, who claps her hands to rally the troops. Darrell's going to take this goal kick. Wethersfield trying to mount something on the offensive side. They got the ball to Bonfiglio last time down just inside the top of the 18, but that was turned away quickly by Glastonbury. Glastonbury's had the better of the possession battle so far. We're just under 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes in, 31-48 and counting now. Scoreless game, headed by Glastonbury there on the far side, now in front of the Eagles bench. Malarkey's going to try to shield and let it go out of bounds. It does, but it goes to Glastonbury. Here come the Guardians now, middle of the field. Moriarty right about the 25-yard line, looking for the next opportunity, plays it in toward the net. Venditti steps out and takes that one out of the air, catches the line drive. She's going to settle, let the Eagles find their shape. Let's see what Wethersfield can mount here. High ball now played toward the middle. It takes a bounce. Brush is there, but so is number 12 for Glastonbury. That's Kaylee Sullivan. To Stephanie up from the back near sideline. Wins the ball, plays it forward. Tried to find Brush, but that's taken away nicely there by Kaylee Sullivan again for Glastonbury. Toward the center of the field we go. Angelillo, and that's intercepted. Nice job by Malarkey on the far side. Gets it ahead to Kayla Ward. She tries to cut inside, but good defensive pressure from Glastonbury. Turns that ball quickly, and now down the right side, they try to mount an attack. Trying to find Carroll along the right side here. The ball's going to go back to Wethersfield on the throw in the defensive half. Stephanie's going to take it here near sideline, plays it into Brush. Brush able to make the turn, right foots it, gets it over the head of Barnett. Bonfiglio at midfield gives chase, but Glastonbury's going to play it into the back. Mackenzie Landers plays the ball far side. Glastonbury now as Kayla Ward comes in for pressure for Wethersfield. Across the midline come the Guardians. Angelillo on that far side. Now high ball played in toward the middle. Daly is there, but takes a miss, and look at Venditti come way out and quickly pounce on that one after the high hop. Got over Daly, but Medidi was right there. And once that ball hit the ground and popped back up, she was all over it. So we remain scoreless, 29-46 and counting first half. From Sage Park here in Berlin, it's the CCC Girls Soccer Tournament Championship. We thank you for joining us on what is a beautiful Friday night here in Connecticut. Just shy of 70 degrees at game time. Glastonbury now again on the offensive attack. Inside the 20 they come. Now toward the outside of the 18. That's number 13, Kelsey Landers. And ball is deflected, and it looks like we will have our first set piece of the game as Glastonbury is going to take this kick near corner. We'll stay fixed on the goal. Looks like Angelillo is going to scoop that one up. She was flagged preseason as one of the 25 players to watch in CIAC girls soccer. Does a nice job as a strong presence in the midfield for the Guardians. Her arm is up. Here comes the kick. Right-footed kick goes in toward the top of the 18. Settled by Glastonbury. Ward had it momentarily. Ball goes toward the net. Daly clears it out. Ward trying to get out of there with it, but Angelillo is going to settle for Glastonbury. A lot of action in front of the net, and look at that left-footed shot. Quick shot. Curled in, but Venditti is there with another save. She has had an active half so far, and we're just barely 11 and a half minutes in. Here come the Eagles now through the center circle. This is Barnett up from the back. She's got Ward now on the left side with her. Ward gets it one-on-one. Good defense by Glastonbury as we get inside the 18 here on the left side. It's cleared out, and that'll be a throw for the Eagles as we stare right into the sun on this one. Not sure what your angle looks like. Definitely should have brought the floppy hat, though, here for the broadcast. Stephanie is up, going to take the throw. Eagles here on the near sideline. First good offensive chance for them. Back to DeStefano we go. Left foot in toward the 18. It's going to get to two Glastonbury players. Here's Leahy now. Has a chance. Lets one go. It's going to go to the right of the goal. Let's see if it got deflected. And it did not, so we'll have a goal kick here coming for Glastonbury keeper Marla Radikas. Glastonbury plays short ball out of the back. Back in toward the 18. Bonfiglio with some pressure for Wethersfield. Ward now comes up for some pressure as the ball moves toward the middle of the field. Glastonbury trying to play it up front. Anna Shaheen now here on the right side. Plays the ball over the midline down the right side. Got an attacker. They're going to get to it. That's going to be on the foot now with number 14, Elena Taylor. She's going to play the ball toward the center of the field. Nobody there immediately for Glastonbury. They turn it. It goes toward and deflected there by Malarkey. She sends it forward. Has Kathleen Brush, who's moved to the right side of the field. So Ward and Brush have switched from their starting position, switched sides. Leahy plays a high ball to Bonfiglio. She taps it toward the middle of the field, but nobody there for Wethersfield. Gets past Avery Ford in the center circle. Glastonbury takes over. Good step by Brush. Gets it back to Ford. Across the midline we go. High ball. It goes over Bonfiglio in toward the middle of the field. Rolling toward the top of the 18. Ward tries to get there. Bonfiglio pressures, but Glastonbury is going to control. They go far side, switch fields in front of the Guardians bench. And all over the midline, the ball goes. Good step and collision, but no call. Lauren Darrell got to the ball first. Avery Ford battling Angelillo in the middle. She's going to play right side now, but look at the Stephanie there to intercept that one. Plays Barnett. Wethersfield trying to get out of pressure, but there were three white shirts there. We got a call, and that's going to go Wethersfield way. A little too much contact on that one. So Wethersfield will play out of the back, trying to mount an offensive attack in our scoreless game. 26-01 and counting here in the first half. Wethersfield in blue going right to left. Glastonbury is in white. They are going left to right. Here come the Eagles trying to find a chance. Gets over the head of Ward on the free kick by Darrell. Barnett had it for a second, but Angelillo's going to take it over right here in the middle line. Into the offensive half come the Guardians. Down the right side, but good step from Julia Daly. Got a call again. What do we have there? Looks like we had a high kick, so that's going to go Wethersfield way. As Glastonbury is going to be turned away again on that offensive possession. Glastonbury on the year has scored 39 goals, just under 2.5 a game. Their max was 5 in a win against Maloney. They've been held scoreless once, and that was in their only loss of the year, 2-0 to St. Joseph. On the other side, Wethersfield has a high-powered offense, 57 goals scored. That's just over 3.5 a game. Maxed out twice with 7 on the board. Up until Wednesday night's CCC semifinal, the Eagles had not been held scoreless in the game, but Bristol Central able to keep them off the board. That game went past the 2 overtimes and went to penalty kicks before the Eagles were able to advance to tonight's final. Here comes Glastonbury now down the right side. Good step in there from DeStefani. She got between 2 Glastonbury players. Glastonbury, Sam Cole, a little banged up on that one, walking that off, but we're going to stay in play. Anna Shaheen will take the throw for the Guardians. It goes in toward the 18, headed by DeStefani. Kayla Ward has it, but there is Shaheen to clear. She's trying to make the turn, but good pressure by Ward. Stands her up right here on the near sideline. Ball goes all the way back to the midline, and Glastonbury's going to play back into their defensive half. Good pressure from Kayla Ward there to turn away any offensive threat for Glastonbury. Far side we go. Kept in bounds over there by Kaylee Sullivan for Glastonbury. Here comes a quick throw for the Guardians. They are wanting definitely to find the back of the net first in this one. We are still scoreless, 23-54 and counting. Defensively, Glastonbury and Wethersfield identical. Each team gave up 10 goals in the regular season, and each team maxed out at 2 goals allowed, doing it twice on each side. Clean sheets, Glastonbury posted 8 during the regular season. Wethersfield posted 7 clean sheets, but that includes the final 3 games of the regular season, 5 of the last 6, and then you add Wednesday night CCC semifinal, which was actually 100 minutes of scoreless soccer posted by that defensive line and keeper Vanessa Venditti. Center circle we go now. Here is Bonfiglio going right side to Brush. She's trying to find an opportunity to move. Lays it off for Ford, who comes down. Chip shot looking for Bonfiglio just outside the 18. Brush has it on her foot. Turns it to the left. That's deflected by Glastonbury. Here we go the other way. Angelillo quick to the ball right in the center circle. Going to play far side. Glastonbury trying to find an opportunity, but good pressure as Malarkey stepped up to contain the attack there. Gets the ball ahead to Ward. Sorry, that's Brush on the far side in front of the Glastonbury bench. Ball still in bounds. Avery Ford plays it, keeps it in. Oh, and it just goes over the side, so it'll be a throw coming for Glastonbury in front of their home bench. Guardians are in white. They are going left to right here. We are at 22-22 and counting. First half, scoreless game. Good battle so far. Here's Glastonbury playing the ball over the top again. It bounces through, and they've got an opportunity on this one. Venditti gets ready for it, but there's the arm, and we've got the offside call. As if Venditti knew that call was coming. Didn't seem panicked at all as the ball seemed to get through, but offside it is. That takes away the Glastonbury opportunity, keeps this game scoreless. Lauren Darrell's going to line up the free kick for Wethersfield. Up front, again, Bonfiglio in the middle. We've got Kayla Ward on the left side. Kathleen Brush back into the starting lineup after missing Wednesday's game is on the right side. Leahy and Ford and Barnett are the midfield combo. As we've gotten back to our normal formation here, Lauren Darrell's gone along the back line, center back alongside Julia Daly. Chip shot played in by Shaheen, headed there by Daly. Tapped ahead by Leahy, goes across the side, but there's only white shirts there to take it. Shaheen will take that for Glastonbury. They play it ahead now into their offensive half. That's Emily Smith now with the ball. Plays a left-footed ball looking for Angelillo, but Wethersfield takes over. Here's Leahy now as the Eagles try to mount an attack. Oh, tried to play the through ball. Deflected nicely there by Glastonbury. Moriarty's going to come out of there with it. Plays ahead to Angelillo. Angelillo now forward. Got some space. Through ball played. Daly's going to get to that and play it out. Can Brush get to it? She does. Collision there. Let's see if that draws a whistle. It does. It'll go Wethersfield way. So nice job by Daly to play the ball out of the back. Kathleen Brush got to it. Got the header on it. We've got a Glastonbury injury. We'll stop the clock here. 20:42 and counting. Or stopped here. 20:42, I should say. We're still scoreless. CCC final. Glastonbury and Wethersfield. All right, good round of applause from the crowd here. Starting to fill up a bit here in the stands at Sage Park in Berlin. 20:42 on the clock, first half, 0-0 game. Glastonbury has had a bit better of the possession so far, more offensive opportunities. Wethersfield has only gotten really inside that 20-yard line on a handful of occasions and has not been able to mount anything resembling a shot on goal yet. Let's see what the Eagles can do with this free kick. Lauren Darrell's going to take it. It's going high toward the middle, looking for Bonfiglio. It's going to get to Ward's foot. She taps it ahead to Bonfiglio. Here's a chance coming. Bonfiglio tried to get to it, cleared out by Glastonbury. Ward now has it. It's poked away again by Glastonbury. Toward the corner we go, under the scoreboard. Played out of there by Glastonbury. Gets off ahead. Number 9, Emily Smith, trying to settle high now toward the sideline. Good step from DeStefani, but gets away from her. It goes over the side, so Glastonbury defends that well. Turns away really what was the Eagles' best offensive chance of the night so far. Throw comes in right toward the midline. And Kayla Ward able to tap it away. Ellie Leahy now tries to play the through ball. Finds the foot of Bonfiglio. She's defended nicely, shielded from the ball. And then Glastonbury plays it back to Mardikas in net. But here comes Barnett to get to a first for Wethersfield. Back and forth we go. Glastonbury takes over. DeStefani going to get to it. Left foot's it ahead. Looking for Barnett. She's surrounded by white shirts. Glastonbury going to take over. Center circle we go. Good defense from Avery Ford. Far side, near side, I should say. And DeStefani with a nice step. Going to win the ball back for Wethersfield. So we got a throw coming here for Isabella DeStefani, playing that left back position tonight. Gets it into Leahy. She had space, but chose to chip it ahead. Bonfiglio now down the left side. Battle with Shaheen, and Shaheen with a nice tackle to take it away. Ward tries to pressure her, but Shaheen's going to get rid of the ball. Sends it ahead now. That's number 8, Mackenzie Landers for Glastonbury. We go far side now. Back they play, and now high ball over the top, trying to find another offensive opportunity, but that's going to get away from the Guardians. And Wethersfield will play it in off the throw, just off the end there of the Eagles bench. 19 minutes even and counting, first half, scoreless game here from Berlin. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you are enjoying whatever you're doing here on this Friday evening. Beautiful night for soccer as the sun starts to set to the left of us. That ball is going to be cleared by Daly for Wethersfield, but doesn't get it very far. It goes over toward the Eagles bench, and that's going to be a throw coming for Glastonbury. Looks like number 11, Giselle Astiasaran, able to take that one. Ball bounces. Glastonbury's going to get to it. Wethersfield able to move him back a little bit off the initial position. Now back toward the midline. Angelillo makes a turn. Coming down the right side. Good step from DeStefani. Wethersfield a little bit out of position here. Quick tap back and forth between Glastonbury players. And Barnett able to get it out of trouble. She goes down. That's going to be a foul. So nicely done. Eagles back line. It got a little crossed up, but recovered quickly. And then Barnett able to tap the ball out. She went down, draws the foul. Lauren Darrell will play the quick kick over to Avery Ford. Now she's got some space to move on the right side. Sends it now across the midline, trying to find Brush. She does, gets away from her. Back into the center circle it goes. Contact there as Angelillo lost the ball. Wethersfield going to take over. Ford tries to find Brush right at the midline. Brush taps it ahead, trying to find Bonfiglio, but there are white shirts seemingly everywhere Wethersfield tries to go. Good defensive presence here from Glastonbury. Ball chips off of Alana Burnell, who's into the game now for the Eagles here on the left side. Ball played ahead. Burnell's got a chance if she can split two defenders, but they close the door quickly and keep her away from it. Bonfiglio trying to give chase, but Glastonbury's going to come out of there with it. Sam Cole sends the ball toward the middle, but there is Avery Ford to step to it for the Eagles. Sends the ball right side, trying to find Brush. She's got it. She would love to turn toward the left. She tries to go the other way. Poked out of there by Giselle Estiasaran for Glastonbury. Some additional substitutions come into the game now. Angelillo is going to take a seat for Glastonbury. Looks like Allie Leahy will sit down, replaced by Allison Shackner here for the Eagles. Leahy walks a bit gingerly as she heads off the field. She left in the first half of the game Wednesday night, did not return, did not play in the second half or in the overtime periods. So we hope that whatever injury is nagging her, it's all cleared up by, well, hopefully by the second half of this one, but if not then, for next week's CIAC playoffs. Battle in that right corner now. Bonfiglio trying to get after. Here's Brush now. She's got it on her left foot. Lets one fly toward the net. Oh, it took a funny hop on Mardikas, but she's able to play it well. Nice job by her. That ball kind of short-hopped her on the quick left-footed shot. First shot on goal for the Eagles comes off of the foot of Brush. Headed here by DeStefani as the Guardians try to come the other way on the counterattack. DeStefani's going to head it. Barnett now, ooh, nice arm hook. She goes down, no call there. Ball rattles around. Glastonbury's going to step to it. Glastonbury now trying to move the ball forward. Good defense here in the midfield from Avery Ford. Ball rolls across far side. Glastonbury to Moriarty. She touches, gets it over to the far side now. That's defended by Malarkey. In toward the box we go, but good step from Julia Daly. And Darrell's going to settle that one, send it over to Malarkey. Wethersfield not out of the woods yet. Have to play it out of the back as we go. Malarkey to Brush. She turns with the left foot, tries to find Bonfiglio, but she is surrounded by two defenders at the midline. Ball still rattling back and forth, but here it goes forward now for Glastonbury over the head of Darrell, and Daly's going to let that one go and get all the way to Venditti. And again, as she does, she calmly steps to it, scoops it up, gives a couple of hand claps to rally her team, and here we go. Punt for Venditti goes far side toward the midline. Brush got to it, not able to control. Moriarty with a tap for Glastonbury. Comes in now to Landers. Now they switch fields. They come across to Sam Cole. Cole plays down the right side. And that's going to get over the end line, so that'll be a goal kick coming for the Eagles. Most likely off the foot of Lauren Darrell as Wethersfield tries to find a way to get on the offense as we get 4 subs in for Glastonbury here. 0-0 scoreless game, 14:30 remaining first half. Glastonbury has kept the pressure on Wethersfield the whole night. Wethersfield has started to find their groove a bit offensively. Got a nice run that last time. Shot on net by Brush, but played nicely off the short hop by Mardikas in net. Burnell here looks like she took a shot in the face in front of us. She's holding the nose a little bit, but keeping up with the play. Glastonbury plays out of the back. And it was Madison Handrahan into the game here on the defensive line for Glastonbury. Wethersfield trying to pressure up front here to keep the ball in the offensive half. Moriarty comes back to get it for Glastonbury. Let's see if this kick goes over the midline. Nope, they're going to keep playing back. So Glastonbury content with possession here. The Eagles trying to pressure. Nobody on this one as Shaheen's got an opportunity. This will send the ball over the midline, but DeStefani is there, able to tap it, gets past Barnett. Another kick now for Glastonbury. Another step from DeStefani. She is active in that left back position. Nice footwork there from Avery Ford. She splits 2 defenders, gets into the center circle, plays it ahead, and over on that far side to Brush. Brush taps it back, going to settle it herself and play back to Malarkey. A little miscommunication there. Malarkey's able to get to it, though, before it gets out of bounds. And there it does go out of bounds. Throw coming for Glastonbury. 13:09 and counting. Scoreless game, first half. CCC championship from Sage Park in Berlin. Eagles are in their blues. They're going right to left here in the first half. Glastonbury in the white now on the attack, going left to right. Chip shot in toward the middle of the 18. Who's going to get there? It was DeStefani initially. And Barnett got a foot on it. Nice pressure from the back by Bonfiglio, but they're going to say too much pressure in the back of number 8 for Glastonbury, Mackenzie Lander. So that's going to draw a free kick for Glastonbury. We're going to be right on the 30-yard line. And from our camera angle, we're going to try to hopefully get the goal in the shot here for you. So it's a free kick coming for Glastonbury. The ball sits on the left hash, right on the 30-yard line from the football marker. So 40 yards out from the net. Guardians are bunched up on the right side. Chip shot comes in toward the middle. It gets through. It's off of Daly's leg, but that was a deflection rather than a kick back. So Venditti able to scoop it back up and get it over to Brush. She gets past the defender with a nice bit of footwork on that far side. Brush with a little bit of momentum now. Sends it ahead to Bonfiglio right side. Can she play the ball back to Brush? She goes down, does Bonfiglio. There's no whistle there, and that ends that threat for the Eagles as Glastonbury takes over. High toward the midline, near side we come. DeStefani challenges, gets past her. Good poke from Daly to keep the ball out of harm's way. Barnett gets to it. A lot of contact. Physical game here so far. Ball gets through. Brush has got an opportunity. Sends it ahead with the left foot, but didn't get much on that one, so that rolls not on net in terms of that shot attempt and rolls harmlessly to Mardikas, who scoops it up top of the 18. She'll take the kick high into the center circle. Bounces in that big red B here in Berlin. A lot of contact on that far side, and that's going to go against Avery Ford. Good battle there, but Glastonbury gets the better of it. They'll have a free kick now. That's going to come right about at the 40-yard line here. So This should be too far out for a shot, but again, the Guardians are going to overload the right side as they get closer to the 18. Here comes the kick. Right-footed, goes in toward the middle of the 18. Glastonbury got to it first, but Wethersfield's going to turn away. Here's Brush in the middle of the field. Taps it ahead. Will she be able to get to it? Looks like she's going to let Bonfiglio take it. Plays it back to Malarkey now. Right side, Malarkey high ball, looking for Brush up front. It actually is coming over toward Burnell. Center circle now as Glastonbury able to clear it out. They play back into their defensive half. Here's Shaheen. Pulls it back. Pressured by Burnell. Glastonbury playing along the back line. They do a nice job with the possession soccer. As they look for the opportunity, instead of just playing the long ball, they're looking to find the right chance to get the ball ahead. And you would expect nothing less from a program that won 5 titles in the last decade, previous decade. Shackner now with some good pressure midfield. She had a good game Wednesday night in that win over Bristol Central. Bonfiglio tries to win it, but she's surrounded by 3 white shirts in the circle. Glastonbury going to take over. Low ball played, and there is Barnett. Good battle. Can Wethersfield get to it? Not yet. Played ahead by Shaheen. Glastonbury, quick turn, but Stephanie's there for Wethersfield. Near side she comes, in the backfield. Left foots it toward the midline. Bonfiglio gets to it right on the 50. Good challenge by Shaheen. That's going to draw a whistle, and that'll be Wethersfield free kick coming. Good physical game. Both teams are going after it. We've got 9:33 left on the clock here in the first half. We're scoreless. It's 0-0. Good defensive battle, as you would expect, from two teams who collectively gave up only 20 goals on the season. Here comes Darrell with a free kick right at the 50. It goes in toward the 18. Brush is giving chase. Burnell had a head on it. Bonfiglio now. Can she turn it? She taps it ahead. Burnell tries. Headed by Shackner. Headed out of there by Glastonbury. Ford's going to get to it. Swing and a miss on that when it goes over to Glastonbury in the center circle, but look at Ford chase after it. Comes over near side now. That was number 16 for Glastonbury. Riley Carroll pressured nicely. Ball goes back to Stephanie. Able to make Glastonbury play back. Shaheen on the near side, pressured by Burnell. And Glastonbury in the backfield. Played across. Corey Anderson with the ball. She's got some space to move. Sends the high ball through. They've got an attack mounting down the left side now. Lauren Darrell's going to move over there and play the one-on-one defense. She contains the initial attack. What will happen here? Glastonbury tries to play. Look at the tackle from Lauren Darrell. Look at the shield as she's able to tap the ball back to Malarkey. Beautiful one-on-one defense from Lauren Darrell on the sideline. Closes down that Glastonbury attack. We remain scoreless. 8:22 remaining in the first half here from Sage Park. Kayla Ward's going to come in the game and give Kathleen Brush a rest on that right side. So up front for the Eagles, we've got Burnell on the left, Bonfiglio in the middle, and Ward in now on the right side. Wethersfield not able to mount much in offense so far. One viable shot on goal, but that was turned away by Mardikas in net for Glastonbury. 7:52 and counting first half. Goal kick responsibilities will be taken, as they usually are for the Eagles team, by Lauren Darrell. Wethersfield trying to play ahead here. They're going to play out of the back. Darrell to Malarkey. Malarkey low ball, and that's taken over by Glastonbury. They've got something brewing here. Darrell is going to get to that. He's going to let it roll. Like the third baseman watching the ball roll foul, she lets it go over the inline, and we'll do it all again with a goal kick here for the Eagles. Sun continues to set to our left, 7:16 and counting. First half action here in the CCC Girls Soccer Tournament Championship. Unbeaten Wethersfield. Glastonbury with only one loss on the year. These two teams battled to a 1-1 tie in their only meeting of the regular season back in Wethersfield on September 30th. In the backfield we go for Glastonbury. This is Shaheen near side. She's going to send it back to Corey Anderson. Now they play forward. Angelillo back in the game. Steps over the ball, keeps it on her foot, goes left-footed, looking for Moriarty. Good step from Avery Ford for Wethersfield. She's got some space to move. Crosses the 50, sends it ahead, looking for Ward, and that's too far as they're not able to make that connection. Good shield from Glastonbury. Pressure from the back, and that's going to draw a flag. Looks like that'll be most likely a foul against Kayla Ward, and she slams the ball down. Let's see. So nothing nothing going to come of that, but a little frustration potentially, as Ward has had some struggles of late. Wethersfield had a hard time trying to get the ball to her on that right side in Wednesday night's game. If she can get one and turn it back toward the middle and unload with the left foot, though, it could be a great scoring opportunity for the Eagles. But here comes Glastonbury. Riley Carroll with a nice job. Good footwork. Weaving through traffic. Angelillo is pressured by Burnell. She's still got it. She goes down. That's going to be a trip, as Burnell and Avery Ford were on the defense there. Angelillo tripped up after the ball had gone through. So we'll have a free kick coming right side. Shaheen is going to come in and take it for Glastonbury. Just inside the 20-yard line, so that's going to be about 28 yards from the net, but angled out here to the right. And this time the Guardians overload the top of the 18 on the left. Taking the kick is going to be Corey Anderson. She puts both arms up, right-footed ball, goes toward the left side. They've got a chance there. Wow, that was a nicely played ball as Kelsey Landers was able to get to it, got a foot on it, just not able to turn it toward the net. So Glastonbury turned away as we approach the 5-minute mark in this first half. It's still scoreless. 0-0, Wethersfield and Glastonbury. Eagles in blue going right to left. Goal kick coming here for Lauren Darrell. Tries to find Shackner, but Glastonbury all over that one. They're trying to find another chance to get a shot on net. Daly with some contact, no whistle. Played out of there by DeStefani. Glastonbury with the ball. Moriarty now right in the middle of the field. Got some room to move. Taps it over to Angelillo. She's going to turn back toward the middle. Left-footed ball. Had a player there, and that was dangerously close to connecting if you are on the defensive side for Wethersfield. Beautiful through ball as Angelillo turned, sent the ball through. Looks like she had Angela Chavez up there on that attack, but not able to connect, so it turns away that opportunity for Glastonbury. 4:11 and counting first half. Scoreless game still as Malarkey tries to find Bonfiglio up the right side. Contact there. Whistle blows against Corey Anderson for Glastonbury. Wethersfield's going to take over under the 4-minute mark here, first half. Free kick will come just about 10 yards into the backfield for Wethersfield. Malarkey's got it. Right arm is up. Chip shot played in. Trying to find Shackner. She does. She's able to turn, get it over to Ward. Ward gets a left foot on it, but that's deflected nicely there by Glastonbury's Kaylee Sullivan. Toward the 18 we go. Burnell's got a chance on this one. She gets to it, but turned away just outside the 18 now here on the left side. Doubled up she is. Burnell trying to get out of trouble, and Glastonbury takes it away. Good double team there to force the ball away from Wethersfield. Good step by DeStefani, sends it forward. Bonfiglio now has it on her chest, and she's going to be called for the offside as that ball changed directions quickly. Not sure if it was actually Bonfiglio or Burnell, but one of them was behind the play when the pass came back. So offside is the call. Thwarts that Wethersfield attack. We remain scoreless, 2:52 and counting first half. Daly's going to get to that one. High ball over the midline. Through the center of the circle we go, headed by Glastonbury. Angelillo now with it on her foot. Turns into the middle toward the circle. Chased by Shackner. Through ball. That gets away. It's going to go all the way, in fact, to Venditti in net. So Venditti scoops that one up. We're at 2:30 and counting here, first half. Punt goes high across the midline over Bonfiglio. Played by Glastonbury. Center line we go. They come now near side, trying to mount an attack down the right side, but DeStefani's going to shield and let that one go. Here comes the throw for the Eagles. DeStefani quickly trying to find her freshman mate Burnell. She's got it. Pressured. Look at the defensive pressure there from Riley Carroll. Throw comes back for the Eagles. Near side, Bonfiglio taps it back to DeStefani. DeStefani left foots it toward the middle into the offensive half. Glastonbury is able to settle. Moriarty's going to come out of there with it, chased by Shackner, but she plays a through ball up ahead. Good step by Malarkey, able to get to it first. Avery Ford now pressures near the midline. Ball rolling. Somebody needs to claim it. Glastonbury will do so in front of the Eagles bench. Down the left side they go. Got a chance there as Malarkey gives chase, able to stand up the defense, but here's a chip shot going in toward the net. A cross is coming. Gets all the way through and takes a bounce. DeStefani and the Glastonbury attacker go down. Let's see if we've got a whistle. We do not. Dangerous play. We saw that a couple of times Wednesday night on set pieces and free kicks where the Eagles defense not able to get to the ball before it bounced inside the 18 or really inside the goalie box there. They come away unscathed as we go approaching the 1 minute mark. Lauren Darrell's going to take the free kick. Scoreless game first half here from Berlin. Here's the kick. Comes near side, trying to find Burnell. Gets a foot on it, but not able to control. Glastonbury is going to take away. Nice job by Carroll to keep it inbounds. Goes to Shaheen. She's going to play it across to Mackenzie Landers. She turns, goes center circle now to Moriarty. Moriarty will play into the backfield. Wethersfield does a nice job of turning Glastonbury the other way, but the Guardians control, maintain possession. Here's a high ball now toward the top of the 18. Trying to find Angelillo. Daly's there for Wethersfield. Shackner's going to get to it now. High we go, center circle. Burnell tries to find the header, but Glastonbury is going to get to it. They go far side. Good step by Malarkey. Now switching fields are the Guardians of Glastonbury. Toward the middle we go. Left-footed ball. Play to Angelillo. Gets off her. Nice job by Daly, but Glastonbury still with a chance. There's a shot. One hopper that goes to Venditti. So that should just about do it as we're under 10 seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, there's the whistle, and that is the first half. We are scoreless. Wethersfield 0, Glastonbury 0. Been a good one. Nothing on the board yet. We'll be back in just a few moments with second half action. All right, welcome back to Sage Park here in Berlin. We're just about to get underway here in the second half. We ended the first 40 minutes with nothing on the board, right where we started, 0-0 game as we go to the second half. Not surprising given the two teams we have here, the top two seeds in the CCC tournament. Number one, Wethersfield, winners of the North Division. Number two, Glastonbury, winners of the West Division. Both teams are looking to use this game as a primer for state tournament action next week. Glastonbury locked up the number 2 seed in Class L. Wethersfield will be number 3 in Class L. But right now, it's all about the next 40 minutes of soccer and potentially extra soccer. Don't forget, if we end regulation still tied, we will go to 2 10-minute overtime periods. And then if it's still knotted up at that point, we'll go to penalty kicks. Just like we saw Wednesday night in Wethersfield's win over Bristol Central, as the Rams became the first team all year to keep Wethersfield off the board in regulation. First game of the year, the Wethersfield was held scoreless. In the only meeting between these two teams back on September 30th, as we mentioned at the top, it was a 1-1 tie. Glastonbury's Riley Carroll scored in the first half to give the Guardians the 1-0 lead into the break. That is how it stood all the way up until the 79th minute when a penalty kick was put into the back of the net by Kayla Ward for Wethersfield to send the two teams home with a 1-1 draw. Wethersfield trying to add another notch to this impressive season. They have set a program record in terms of highest regular season win total, highest regular season win percentage, and they locked up their highest tournament seeding in program history. Their previous high there had been the 6th seed, and that's where they sat when they marched to the 1986 state title, the first of 2 for this Wethersfield program. So we're just about to get underway. We hope all of you are enjoying your Friday evening wherever you happen to be. My name is Dave Gustafson. Alongside me tonight on color commentary is Dave Gustafson, and running the camera is Dave Gustafson. Running the solo show here tonight, but happy to do it. Happy that we can bring you this bonus game in the Wethersfield girls soccer season. And we'll give a quick shout out to one of our loyal listeners. We know that Judy Cawley in Tewksbury, Mass. is with us tonight, as she is most nights on our streaming opportunities. So we hope Judy and everybody out there watching enjoys the second half. We're underway. Glastonbury in the whites. They're going to go right to left here in the second half. They play the kickoff, but there is Julia Daly for Wethersfield. Wethersfield in the home blues. They're going to go left to right here in the second half at Sage Park in Berlin. Sun has set now toward the far end. Oh, nice through ball play. Riley Carroll's got it, but that's going to go on a one hop to Venditti. That ball got through past Cicero here on the right side defensively. She's in the game here in the second half. So we'll try to reset the Eagles lineup. Cicero, Darrell, Daly, and DeStefani along the back line. Midfield, we got Ford, Barnett, and Shackner. As Allie Leahy went out late in the first half, looked to be walking a bit gingerly. She has not returned here to the starting lineup for the second half. Kathleen Brush, though, is back. Played most of the first half and is back starting the second half after sitting out Wednesday night against Bristol Central. Up front, then, we'll have Brush on the left side. Bonfiglio is going to occupy the middle. And Kayla Ward on the right side to start the half. They did switch sides at one point in the first half as Tony Leone tried to give the Guardians a different attacking look. But nothing turned up either way. We are scoreless here. Just underway in the second half. Bit of a collision there as two Wethersfield players. That was Barnett and Brush got tangled up there. So the ball goes over. Glastonbury's going to take it. Again, they're in their road whites here tonight. Going right to left here for the second half. High ball is headed right into the arms. A nice catch there from Wethersfield coach Tony Leone. Up from the back to take this throw is DeStefani. In we go. Bonfiglio tries to settle. Keeps it alive. Defended nicely. Glastonbury's defense has been impressive. Anytime Wethersfield has gotten the ball really inside the 40-yard line, there have been multiple defenders ready to pounce on it for Glastonbury. They're coming the other way now on the foot of Angelillo. She's got some space to move. Cuts back in toward the middle between Ford and Darrell, and there's going to be an offside call as Wethersfield did a nice job. The back line collectively pulled high and drew the offside call as Angelillo exhibited some fancy footwork, part of what has gotten the attention of Division I scouts. She's off to the University of Miami to play next season. Here now is Glastonbury playing it back to Mardikas, and a good pressure by Brush. He's going to get to it, and Mardikas goes down. Brush gets a foot on it. Played by, oh, wow, Bonfiglio had a shot that was cleared at the last minute by Glastonbury. Wethersfield still after with Shackner on the far side. Glastonbury will come out of there with it. Beautiful hustle there as Kathleen Brush got a foot on the ball before Mardikas could get to it, sent it out. Bonfiglio had the turn, but it was saved by the Glastonbury defense as Mardikas was out of net. And here come the Guardians the other way. That's going to deflect off of DeStefani on the far side. So we're going to have what should be a throw very near the corner on that far sideline. As we see one of the participants in tonight's nightcap here in Berlin, the CCC Boys Championship. The Hall team is making their way through the stadium. They will play Middletown later tonight. But for now, we've still got 36-36 remaining second half. Glastonbury on the corner kick. Set piece now. Wethersfield has looked a bit shaky on these the last few games. Here's the high ball, goes in toward the 18. And that's a header toward the goal. Knocked out of there by Daly before it gets to Venditti. Nicely done there. And that's going to lead to the goal kick as Wethersfield escapes. We remain scoreless 36-16 and counting. Second half action here from Berlin. Wethersfield, again, looks to be a bit susceptible on set pieces. As that one got all the way through, Glastonbury got to it first, headed it. It went toward the net, but good job by Daly to poke it out of there before it got to Venditti. It could have been trouble had it gotten all the way through, but Glastonbury turned away on that one. 35-51 and counting second half. Glastonbury with the ball. They go far side in front of their bench, moving toward the net, in toward the 18, looking for Angelillo. Daryl's going to try to shield. She does. Contact from the back over there as Angelillo went for the ball, but nothing doing, say the officials, and Venditti steps to the ball. Here's the punt going high toward the center circle on that big B for Berlin. Riley Carroll for Glastonbury sends it back. Nice play there by Avery Ford. She's going to send the ball down the right side, trying to find Ward. It'll get through to her. Ward's got a chance. Defended one-on-one. Ward cuts it back with the left foot. Let's see if she can turn the shot. There's Bonfiglio with a low ball. It's in the net! Bella Bonfiglio gets the Eagles on the board first at the 35-12 mark. Number 15 for Wethersfield gets the goal. On the assist from Kayla Ward. So Wethersfield, for the first time this season, and the first time in a long time, has a lead on Glastonbury. We talked about that game earlier when Wethersfield came out with a tie. It took until the 79th minute of that game before Wethersfield pulled even. Prior to that, Glastonbury had won 14 straight in this series. Wethersfield leads at 1-0, and the Wethersfield faithful in the stands here are pumped up as the Eagles try to build on this momentum, but here comes Glastonbury quickly down the right side. Deflected by Daly, still alive potentially for Glastonbury, but there's a clear over the sideline by DeStefani. Nice job, left-footed as she was on the run. Glastonbury will have a throw, though, in their attacking third. Right over there in front of the Berlin Redcoat lacrosse banner. Here comes the throw. Short ball played. Tap back to the thrower. Now a left-footed ball in toward the net. Venditti is there, and look at that. She is all over the ball. Nicely done. Not easy to do out of the air like that. She sends it forward now. So, again, we've got Wethersfield ahead in this one. 1-0 goal by Bella Bonfiglio. Just about 5 minutes into this second half. Cicero on the defense, but Glastonbury gets to Angelillo in front of the net. Look at that diving save by Vanessa Venditti, and she's going to sit on that one for a minute and soak it all in. Glastonbury had a chance there to even this one up quickly. Got to Angelillo, middle of the field. She unloaded with the right foot, sent a rocket right at the net, but Venditti with a diving save. Wethersfield holds on to the 1-0 lead, 33-46, and counting second half. Here comes Glastonbury again, though, trying to find a way to even it up. Good step there by Avery Ford. Barnett plays it ahead, trying to find Brush down the left side. Glastonbury gets to it first. Here's Barnett again, gets a little bit past her. Moriarty with a quick step takes over for Glastonbury. Chip shot in toward the right side. Can Laurendale get there? She does, but that's going to go wide left, as you could see Venditti waving that one past. So 33-19 and counting, as we've had an exciting couple of minutes of soccer here. Wethersfield on the board first in this one, off the foot of Bella Bonfiglio. The assist from Kayla Ward, as the through ball was played ahead to Ward down the right side. She was able to cut it back and got the ball over to Bonfiglio. Here's Bonfiglio again now in the center circle. Has some space to move now. Crosses the midline. Here come the Eagles again. They're going to play down the middle, trying to find Ward. Not able to split the defenders, but Schachner with pressure sends it ahead. Brush pops it ahead now. Bonfiglio trying to get to it. We've got a whistle. That's going to lead to a free kick for the Eagles. This could be another opportunity, as we're just about 25 yards out from the net on the left side. A good step by Brush to keep the pressure on. We'll see how we line this one up, and as usual, and we know our video quality is not the greatest. We're high in the press box with some limited remote capabilities here, but we'll at least get you something on video and try to keep you abreast of the action. 32-20 and counting, second half action. Wethersfield trying to add to a 1-0 lead. Lauren Darrell's going to take the ball right on the 20-yard marker, left side. Wethersfield overloads on the right side. Brush cuts in toward the net. Plays it through, and that goes over the goal. Not sure if she was trying to find Brush on the header opportunity or if that was actually a shot, but it goes over the crossbar and over the head of Glastonbury keeper Marla Radikas. So Glastonbury takes over now. Goal kick coming for the Guardians. High toward the middle. Good step there by Avery Ford. Here's Shaheen now for Glastonbury. Middle of the field, ball back and forth. Ward steps through with the left foot, gets it over to Bonfiglio, quick tap to Schachner. Schachner's going to look to switch fields, plays it back instead. This is DeStefani right at the midline, into the offensive half for the Eagles. Left-footed ball down that sideline, looking for a Brush, but it gets away and over the sideline. We'll have a throw coming for Glastonbury. 1-0 Eagles, 31-14 and counting, second half. Nice step there by Ford. Bonfiglio just a step behind that one, but Ford gets to it in the center circle, plays it ahead. Through ball gets through the two Glastonbury defenders, but nobody home for Wethersfield. Mardika's going to scoop that one up. Here's the kick, high toward the center of the field, far side. Brush is going to let it bounce. Now she's surrounded quickly by two white shirts. She gets a header on it. It goes back to Barnett, just inside the midline. Plays it back across to Ford now. Ford, chip shot, looking ahead for Bonfiglio. Glastonbury there to stop it. Glastonbury now trying to come the other way. Ball on the ground, goes through the center circle. Moriarty left foots it ahead, looking for Riley Carroll. She's got it, but look at the pressure from Cicero to tap it away. Darrell's going to play it over the sideline, so we'll have a throw coming for Glastonbury. 30-24 and counting, second half. Wethersfield with a 1-0 lead off the goal by Bella Bonfiglio just about 5 minutes into this second half. Here's the ball played by Glastonbury. In toward the middle we go. Headed out of there by DeStefani. Barnett gives chase. Glastonbury two at first. Backward they go, though, back toward the 40-yard line. Over on that far side, Kaylee Sullivan gets to it. Plays it ahead. Glastonbury in front of their bench trying to find the opportunity to play a ball toward the net. They trail at 1-0. Wethersfield's up 1-0 as that ball's sent ahead by DeStefani. Here's Brush now, deep into the defensive half. Sends the ball across. Bonfiglio is in the area code, but not going to be able to do much with that. Ball's going to roll all the way toward the top of the arc, taken over by Glastonbury. Low ball played to Moriarty now. Good pressure by Ford. Ford step to step there with Moriarty. There's a ball into the stands. Thankfully, everybody had their eyes up. Nobody takes one on the noggin there. So we got a throw coming for Glastonbury. In it goes over the head of Cicero. And that ball got past Elena Taylor. Goes over the sideline again. Glastonbury's going to throw it one more time. Shaheen up from the back. The ball gets past Carroll. High ball played by Lauren Darrell. Arm wrestling match here on the side with Ward and Shaheen. Ball goes over. Glastonbury's going to take it. Shaheen with the throw into Angelillo. Stood up by Avery Ford. She has to play far side now. Glastonbury trying to keep their attack alive. Landers had the ball. And there's Brush going to step to it, see if she can make the move down the left side. Instead, she cuts it in toward the middle. Got some steam going down the field. She goes down. Boy, it looked like a bit of a challenging landing there. for Kathleen Brush. She went down, does draw the call. Stop clock at 28:22, so we'll reset for you quickly here. That's going to be, we've got a yellow going to go against Kathleen Brush, as she had a bit too much to say for the officials' liking after she went down on that play. So Kathleen Brush draws the booking for Wethersfield at the 28:22 mark. She's going to have to sit. We'll see who the Eagles send into this one. We assume it will be Burnell up front, but we'll see what Coach Leone decides to do. So there we go. We do get Burnell coming into the game as, well, let's see, what do we got? Clock still stopped, 28:22 remaining, 1-0 Eagles lead. A lot of confusion over on that far side as we try to sort that one out. What we do seem to know is that Kathleen Brush had a little bit too much to say, a little too much of an opinion expressed to the official, so she draws the yellow. She has to take a seat. She's standing up with her hands on her hips, talking to Coach Leone over there. Clearly frustrated with that situation. She went down between two Glastonbury players. And it looks like she had initially drawn the call, but still had a little bit too much commentary. Here's the free kick now. Avery Ford going to play it ahead in toward the 18. Looking for Bonfiglio. Headed out of there by Shaheen. Angelillo tries to get to it. Look at the turn by Shackner. She goes down. That should draw another free kick for the Eagles as Angelillo and Shackner get locked up. Avery Ford was going to line up for a quick one, but instead Wethersfield's going to think better of that and settle it down. Here comes Lauren Darrell up. Take the free kick. So Wethersfield leads at 1-0. Now we get a free kick opportunity from right on the 20-yard line, so just about 30 yards out from the net. Shaded a bit toward the right hash mark. Wethersfield spread across the top of the 18. Mardikas gets ready in net. Ball goes low and wide left. As, again, the Eagles do not create any kind of rebound opportunity off of the free kick. It just goes harmlessly over the end line. Wethersfield hanging on to the 1-0 lead. We got a flag raised over here. And just as quickly as she exited, Kathleen Brush is going to come back into the game. She's got to be careful, though. Got to keep the lips sealed and watch the reactions to any calls that come up here, as she already has the yellow. Another one would send her to the sideline and put the Eagles down a player for the rest of this one. So here comes Glastonbury now in the whites, moving right to left. Wethersfield in blue, moving left to right. We've got 27 minutes and counting here, second half. Wethersfield leads at 1-0. Glastonbury on the attack. Good pressure by Malarkey, but Shaheen plays a nice through ball. Looking for Carroll. Nice tap, trying to find Angelillo, but Avery Ford was there. But high ball going to the right side of the box. In it goes. It's deflected. It looks like it might have gone off to Stephanie. She gets to it first, though, and sends it over. Nice job there by DeStefani as she got to the ball, sent it over the sideline, created a throw instead of the corner kick. Here is a chip shot going in toward the goal. It's over the head of Venditti. She gets a hand on it, though, just enough to deflect it out. Avery Ford, it clears it out of immediate danger for the Eagles. Nice play by Venditti. Got one hand on it. Looks like she had overplayed that ball just a tad. But Glastonbury trying to keep the pressure on. Here's Angelillo now near the middle of the field. Good play by Brush. She's back in the mix, trying to win the ball middle of the field now. She does. Sends it back to Daly. High ball through the center circle. Shaheen is there waiting for Glastonbury. Here's Ward up from the back for Wethersfield. Down goes Ward. Play goes on. Ball right in front. Shaheen has had a good game. She is calm and cool and collected with the ball. Back we go for the Guardians. They play possession out of the back. Ball played over the top, headed nicely by Barnett at the midline. Glastonbury plays forward. Wethersfield leads at 1-0, 25-39 and counting. Second half, ball played in toward the 18. Glastonbury may get there. Look at the shield and turn by Lauren Darrell. Turns away that attacking opportunity, but the Eagles aren't done yet as Glastonbury wants the ball back. Barnett plays it through the center circle. Shackner now turns, switches field. She's got Kayla Ward coming down the right side. And Mardikas way off her line, sends that ball high into the stands, and there's a souvenir for some lucky fan. Nice through ball there as Shackner was able to turn that, get it through. Kayla Ward had a beat, and Mardikas had to come out a good 10 to 12 yards outside of the 18 to clear that ball for Glastonbury. Here is Malarkey with the quick throw, trying to find Bonfiglio. Shaheen is there first. Angelillo now battling. Good one-on-one battle. Avery Ford and Angelillo have had a nice back and forth here today. Here come the Guardians. Carroll now has got a chance on the left side, just outside the 18. Into the 18 she goes. One-on-one with Lauren Darrell. Back toward the middle. Gets by and behind the Glastonbury attacker. Moriarty up from the back. There's a collision. And let's see, that's going to go against Schachter. And so that's going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity now for the Guardians. 24-33 and counting. Wethersfield leads at 1-0. First of two games here tonight at Sage Park in Berlin. This is the CCC girls final. Shaheen's going to line up a free kick for the Guardians of Glastonbury right in the middle of the field, 20-yard line, 30 yards dead on from the net. Three-person wall for Wethersfield. Glastonbury lines up. Now they send number 8, Mackenzie Landers, over to the right side. Everybody else on the left. Let's see what happens here. We've got Venditti ready in net. It goes right at her. Short hop, but she scoops it up. Nice job moving right to left and took that line drive short hop. It sort of skipped off the turf here. She scoops it up, sends it high now into the center circle. Through the circle we go. Glastonbury to it first. They're going to play back into their defensive half. 1-0 Eagles, 23:40 remaining here in second half from Sage Park in Berlin. Jillian Barnett. Good play there for the Eagles. Glastonbury tries to win it back. Barnett battles. Back and forth we go. Glastonbury in their defensive half. Header there by Brush. Keeps the ball into that defensive half. That'll go back to Glastonbury, though. We'll have a throw. 3 subs about to come into this game for Glastonbury. If you're here at the game listening to our telecast, you just heard the announcement that there's all kinds of good food available at the concession stand here at Berlin tonight. If you want to come out and catch the last 22:55 of this one, grab some dinner, feel free to join us here. In the meantime, we'll continue to call the action for you. Here's Malarkey with a step up from the back, trying to win it for Wethersfield. Glastonbury stays in control. Shaheen now in the backfield. Guardians are looking for the chance. She plays it forward now. Good step from Lauren Darrell here in the back. She settles. Got Avery Ford now. Almost a collision coming there, but she gets the ball to Ward. Ward sends it over to Bonfiglio. Can we have a give and go? Here we go. Now she plays it to Ward. It's coming down the right side. Ward's going to get to it. She's outside the 18. She'll get it before the end line. Can she pull it back with the left foot? She does. Sends it in toward the net. Defended nicely by Glastonbury. Bonfiglio was unable to get to it. Here's a shot sent toward the goal by Avery Ford. Avery Ford, a nice turn on that ball. Sent it high, and Margikas struggled a bit, but able to get to it. That prevents the second goal by the Eagles. They hang on to their 1-0 lead, 22:02 and counting. Second half. Good pressure by Bonfiglio. Avery Ford with a nice shot high into the sky. It almost got the better of Margikas, but she did a nice job settling. Schachter has been all over it tonight. Good collision there with Landers. Glastonbury turns, a left-footed ball coming down the right side. Daly a bit off the step as Katie Matson into the box we go. There's going to be a shot opportunity for Matson. It goes wide left. Oh, wow. Wethersfield, all you can say there is that the Eagles escaped as Katie Matson on that right side had some nifty footwork, got around the defender. Venditti tried to close. She came over, but Matson got the quick shot off, and it went just wide left. So Wethersfield escapes 21-10 and counting here. They maintain, the Eagles do, a 1-0 lead. Hopefully everybody can hear us okay tonight. We know the video quality is probably going to get a little even lower quality as we get more into the darkness of night and only have the field lights to illuminate for us here. But our one-person production crew is going to do our best to bring it to you. Here's Glastonbury getting on the attack in toward the top of the 18. It gets through Wethersfield. Luckily rolls backwards for the Eagles, but here is a shot toward the net. That's going to go harmlessly to the right. That was number 8, Mackenzie Landers, who stepped up, took that from about 30 to 35 yards out. And since we are solo here in the booth tonight, we are not going to do any kind of a good job at all of monitoring comments. So if you're dropping us commentary out there, we appreciate it. Just going to be really difficult to see it and see the game at the same time, so we'll try to catch up on some of that later on. But we thank you for joining us. Friday night soccer CCC tournament final. Wethersfield and Glastonbury, the top two seeds in this tournament, and they've played a good one. Here's Kayla Ward with a takeaway. She crosses the midline. Going to play far side. That's Burnell. Brush now with the ball. She's pressured nicely by Shaheen. Here's Avery Ford now. Going to keep it alive on the right side. Got an angle. Chips it in toward the goal. And it's going to bounce over the inline as nobody was able to get there for Wethersfield. Good opportunity as Wethersfield tries to mount an attack there, but turned away as we are past the midway point in this second half. The Eagles have one goal on the board. That came about 5 minutes into the second half off of the foot of Bella Bonfiglio. They're hanging on to a 1-0 lead here. Clock counts down, 19:20 remaining here, second half. Here we go, down toward the offensive half for Glastonbury, but turned away by Malarkey. That's going to get over the sideline, though, so we'll have a throw coming for Shaheen for Glastonbury, and the officials are going to hold that one up. Looks like we were just a little too far ahead. A little confusion on the field here, so we'll back it up a few yards. Shaheen will take the throw again. 1-0 Wethersfield lead, 18:47 and counting now, second half. It has been a good one, just as the first meeting was between these two teams. Two of the better teams in the state, as Double L Glastonbury will be the number 2 seed in that tournament next week, and Class L Wethersfield will be the number 3 seed in that tournament. Here comes Malarkey with the throw down the near side. Skips off of Brush and looks like deflected by Glastonbury, so Wethersfield will keep it. Oh, no, the center ref is going to overrule that, so it was off of Brush. Shaheen will scoop it up for Glastonbury and take the throw here near side. Looking for a place to go. Good pressure from Brush. Trying to play it into Angelillo. Good play there by Avery Ford to send it the other way for Wethersfield. Glastonbury tries to play out of the back. Guardians approach the midline, got some space, playing the ball down the right side now. Stephanie is there. That's going to get to Julia Daly. She'll kick it forward toward the midline, but Glastonbury will be there to settle. Low ball goes in toward the 20. Now played toward the net off of Angelillo. She made a nice run. Turned away by Wethersfield. Glastonbury trying to keep it. Here comes Kayla Ward now. Oh, had an opportunity. Looks like she wanted to unload and potentially play that ball across to Brush. But she was pressured there nicely by Shaheen. Shaheen's going to get the ball back. Moriarty now for Glastonbury as the Guardians try to mount an attack. Here's Angelillo. Tries to play it through. That's right to Julia Daly. But still in the offensive half. Good poke forward. Here is Glastonbury just outside the 18. Lauren Darrell was there for the initial defense, and here comes Avery Ford. She gets shoved off the ball. Let's see if we've got a call. That is going to be... No, we thought maybe that was going to draw a whistle for the free kick for Wethersfield, but it's going to be a throw as we get 3 new players into the game for Glastonbury. 16:53 and counting now. Wethersfield clinging to a 1-0 lead. They had gone 120 minutes of soccer this season against Glastonbury without leading. They lead it now. Can they hang on? Can they find a way to keep Glastonbury off the scoreboard? Barnett's trying to do exactly that, but here's a shot opportunity. That's going to go left of the goal. Nice job from Glastonbury's Elena Taylor, able to make the turn, got the right foot on it, but it goes wide left, so it remains 1-0 Wethersfield, 16-19 and counting now. Lauren Terrell now with the goal kick for Wethersfield, going to play a short ball over to Malarkey here on the right side. Pressure comes from Glastonbury. Malarkey up the field she goes, past Shackner. Brush now trying to battle Shaheen for the ball right near midfield. Shaheen's going to play it back for Glastonbury. Brush keeps the pressure on. Across we go for Glastonbury, both Brush and Burnell over there. Glastonbury with a nice job, as they have done all night, playing possession out of the back. Their back line is very good with the ball, and they get into the center circle now to Moriarty. She pulls it back as Ward tried to play pressure. Here's the through ball. Good step from Malarkey. Sends it in toward the middle of the field where Lauren Darrell's waiting for it. Clears it back to the midline. That now is Corey Anderson for Glastonbury. She's going to send it over the far side. Gets away a bit from Glastonbury. Brush had a chance at it in the center circle, but here's Moriarty now for Glastonbury. Moriarty over to Landers. Landers weaves through. She's got Elena Taylor over on that far side, but there's Stephanie to step to it for Wethersfield. Rolls back, sent in toward the middle now. Landers again makes a turn with the right foot, and there is Vanessa Venditti. as Landers has done that a couple times, able to make a turn, send the ball toward the net. That one she didn't quite get, I don't think, all of that one, so Venditti able to get to it. Keeps Glastonbury scoreless still. 14:53 and counting. Wethersfield with a 1-0 lead here in the CCC final. Glastonbury trying to find something. Good footwork there by Kate Matson. It's going toward the goal. Riley Carroll had a chance, and it goes wide right. Boy, good footwork as Matson weaved through traffic, found Carroll, got off of her right foot, but it went wide right. Venditti's going to not be in a hurry to collect this one, as we'll have a goal kick coming for Wethersfield. Clock continues to run 14. Oh, we stop it as the ball gets away. So 14:28 as the officials ask for a stoppage of the clock. We've got 14:28. See if we can get a shot. I probably can't even read that. 14:28 on the clock. Wethersfield has the 1-0 lead. They're going to play it out of the back here. A little confusion. What do we got going on? The clock did run as we thought it should. Looked like the ball was played, but we're actually... Aha. All right, so here we go. Now we restart play. Collision over on that far side. Burnell's involved. Barnett's there. Let's see. Oh, it's going to go Glastonbury way. They're going to try to play this ball quickly. Free kick coming for Glastonbury. Right about the 32-yard line on that far side. They're going to back it up to, let's say, the 34-yard line. And then we move it up to the 33. We'll split the difference there. So free kick comes for Glastonbury on the right side over in front of their bench. Glastonbury and White going right to left. Here's the high ball in toward the middle of the field. They've got a player there who looks to be offside. That ball went into the net, but the official's arm on the far side went up. So we remain at 1-0 Wethersfield. That was an offside call against Glastonbury as their player got into the box and headed it into the net, but the arm had already gone up. Whistle had blown. So no goal there. 1-0 Wethersfield, 13:34 and counting. Darrell plays the ball out of the back, finds Brush, gets away from her, though. Here's Moriarty. Avery forward now for Wethersfield, deflected by Glastonbury. That should be a throw for the Eagles, 13:24 and counting. Wethersfield would love nothing more than to put a second one on the board here, as Glastonbury has been threatening in these last few minutes as they work to try to tie it up. It's 1-0 Eagles. Malarkey with a throw from the back, headed by Shaheen. Goes toward Angelillo. Now Shaheen switches fields, looks for Moriarty, but nice step there from Marinelli. Sophia Marinelli is into the game for Wethersfield with a nice play, and that leads to an attack for Brush down the right side. She right foot crosses to Ward, sends it toward the net. That's going to be wide right. So we try to get our camera angle on there. So Brush sent it over in the middle of the field to Ward, who was coming up the middle. She got a right foot on it, but not able to place it. It goes wide of the net. And Mardikas for Glastonbury let it go. Guardians are trying to play it out of the back now. 12:30 and counting, 1-0 Wethersfield lead. Julia Daly gets through two Glastonbury players, plays it forward. Gets past Marinelli. Collision, no call. Daly again. Playing it ahead for Wethersfield. It's going to go over the sideline. That'll be a throw coming for Glastonbury right near the Eagles bench. Back they play into the backfield. Oh, wow, you look to have somebody pressuring that ball for Wethersfield. That rolls all day to get over to this near side. Here's Carroll now near the midline, defended by Brush. Nice move there, gets it past. Over the midline come the Guardians. Good defense from Burnell coming up from that forward spot. Forces Glastonbury backwards, but now they're back across. That's Chavez on the far side, taken away by DeStefani. She's got some room to move down the left side. So let's see what she can do. She goes toward the sideline in front of the Eagles bench, stood up there, now surrounded by two defenders. She goes down and she tries to play the ball to Ward. There's no call. Gets over Barnett's head, back to the midline to Glastonbury. Good pressure from Daly there. As Elena Taylor was trying to get to that ball for Glastonbury. Throw's going to come back to the Eagles. Boy, DeStefani got knocked off the ball as she tried to play that kick to Ward. No call there, as the officials say, play on. Wethersfield leads at 1-0. We are approaching the 11-minute mark here in this second half. 11:05 and counting. Eagles have a goal on the board from Bella Bonfiglio off the assist from Ward. They cling tightly to this 1-0 lead, but here comes Glastonbury on the move again. Here's Riley Carroll. Look at her weave through traffic and poked out of there by Jillian Barnett. Nicely done by the Eagles. Avery Ford now toward the sideline. Not able to keep it in. That's going to go to Glastonbury. Look at Shaheen scoop that up. Quickly throws. Glastonbury trying to find a way to score and even this one up. Here's Shaheen. Cuts it back. Plays it in toward Angelillo. This is where they want the ball from the Guardians' perspective. Through ball down the left side, just outside the 18. It gets all the way through as Katie Matson had a chance on that one, but the through ball from Angelillo just a bit ahead of her. So turned away are the Guardians there. Lauren Darrell's going to line up the goal kick for the Eagles as the ball crossed over the inline. Beautiful sunset as we look behind the goal here. Played ahead. Brush goes down. No call. Shaheen's going to come out of there with it. Brush has to watch her reaction. She's already got one card on the night. Don't want a second one here. Ball played ahead. Angelillo pressured by Ford. Goes back to Shaheen. Shaheen looks to unload. She does. In toward the 18. Headed by Daly. It bounces toward the goal, but Bonfiglio is going to be there. Both of them were in the area. Bonfiglio came out with the ball. Gets over the sideline. Throw coming for Glastonbury. Far side. 9:38 and counting. Second half. Wethersfield clings to the 1-0 lead. Oh, nice deflection there off of... Looks like that's Marinelli on the far side for Wethersfield, getting some crucial minutes here in this second half. That goes over the sideline again. Glastonbury will keep it. 9:19 and counting. Time working in the Eagles' favor, but plenty of soccer to be played here as Glastonbury turns. There's a ball going toward the goal. It's going to go over the fence by the Big Red Bee, and that's going to be... Where are we going to go with that? That's going to be deflected by Wethersfield, so we get a set piece coming. This is where the Eagles have been susceptible, and even so, Wednesday night we saw Bristol Central put several balls through the 18, bouncing through before any Wethersfield player could get to it. Let's see if Venditti is shielded. We've got a player on the right post, a player in front of Venditti. Here's the high ball in by Glastonbury. In toward the net it goes. Angelillo looks like had an opportunity. There it is. There's the game tire. It looks like that was Shaheen. I think we had number 5, as I saw that right. Oh, Glastonbury, we talked about it. The Eagles have had trouble clearing out on those set pieces, and the Guardians take advantage. We'll confirm. I think we had 5. Looked like Shaheen got the ball. We await the official announcement, but he's right next to me, so neither one of us had a great angle on that. But so there's the goal from the Guardians to tie it up, and just like we were back on September 30th, we are at a 1-1 game, and here come the Guardians looking for more. This is Carroll now. Plays it ahead. Defended nicely by Wethersfield. Angelillo has space to move in the middle of the field. And over here to Taylor. She's able to cut back. Good pressure by Ford. Daly with a nice move to knock the Guardian offensive attacker off the ball. Venditti's going to let that one roll. So the set piece does end the Eagles as they give up a goal to tie it. We are approaching the 8-minute mark, 8:05 and counting second half. 1-1 game, brand new ball game. All tied up and looking to see who will come out the winner tonight. If we happen to end regulation in the second half tied, we go to 2 10-minute overtime periods, just as the Eagles had to do Wednesday night against Bristol Central. Wethersfield trying to go the other way. Bonfiglio turned away. Barnett with a chip shot playing ahead, but that's headed by Glastonbury in the backfield. It's been a minute now since the Eagles have had much of an offensive attack. 7:35 and counting. 1-1 we are sitting, all tied up. These teams have now played. Oh, that ball gets pegged. Oh, ball gets past Darrell's. I get tongue-tied. Here's Carroll now coming down the left side. Chips it over to the other side. Nobody home for Glastonbury, but back toward the middle we go. Angelillo's got it. She's going to turn toward the left. Defended by Malarkey. Nobody in the corner, and that does draw the whistle as Carroll set up shop. It was a great place to be because she had the angle on a shot, but she was in front of the last line of defense for Wethersfield. So Wethersfield escapes with the offside call as Glastonbury is definitely getting the better of the offensive play here. Wethersfield trying to hang on now to the tie. Brush plays the ball high, goes forward. Nobody there in the middle of the field. Bonfiglio trying to get to it. Here's Brush coming through, but she's shielded by Shaheen. Ball's going to come over the near sideline. 6:37 and counting now. 1-1 game. Ford throws into Brush. She cuts in toward the middle of the field. Gets away from her Moriarty, but there's Brush again. It's 3 versus 3 there in the middle of the field. And she's tripped up. That's going to be a call against Moriarty. Brush has to watch, again, her reactions. She did get a yellow card earlier in the game. But that play from Moriarty is going to draw the foul. Wethersfield will line up the free kick. We've got Lauren Darrell setting up to take it. Just about 48 yards from the goal straight away. We're going to move our camera angle more in toward the net as the Eagles line up across the 25-yard line. High ball played by Darrell. Goes down the side, and they call an offside there on Kayla Ward. Nice job by Darrell to get the ball to her foot, but play is blown dead. As if it wasn't Ward, it was somebody else on that Eagles attack. So offside call negates that free kick opportunity. Glastonbury comes the other way. 1-1 game, 5:38 and counting. Second half here from Sage Park in Berlin. The dream season for the Eagles. The unbeaten season is on the line here. Collision in the middle of the field. That's going to go Glastonbury way. They'll take a free kick just about 5 yards inside their offensive half. Glastonbury is going to play it. We don't have much of a wide angle lens, so we're going to move our vantage point. And apologies up front and all throughout the game. We know the video is not the greatest quality, but at least it's something so you can keep up with what's going on. Here's the free kick by Glastonbury in toward the middle of the field. It gets over Chavez. Gets on the foot of Carroll. Glastonbury still with it. And Moriarty was lining up for one, but it was Matson who actually got in her way. Wethersfield trying to go the other way, but Glastonbury's going to shut that one down easily. Back the other way now come the Guardians. But there's Avery Ford for Wethersfield. That's going to draw a whistle against Shaheen. And that was pretty light contact for a whistle compared to some of the plays we've seen here tonight, but we'll take it if you're an Eagles fan. Lauren Darrell plays the quick ball. Bonfiglio taps it ahead. Got Ward down the left side. Can she get to it but has no angle? Deflects off of the Glastonbury defender, but Mardikas is able to get to that one. Sorry, Marla Radikas, as I combined her first name and last name. Marla Radikas in net for Glastonbury. Has done a wonderful job tonight. There is a ball that gets past Wethersfield on the back line. Lauren Darrell's going to race against Riley Carroll. Lauren Darrell with perhaps the defensive play of the night for Wethersfield. As that ball split two Eagles defenders, and she's able to make the run, but Glastonbury is still threatening. This is Landers now. She loads one up, sends it toward Venditti. High ball that she saves right inside that far post. Quick kick out toward the center of the field. Both teams are fast and furious at this point as they can sense a victory if they can find the back of the net in this last 3:40. 1-1 tie. Glastonbury tries to find Angelillo, but that's cleared out by Darrell. Over the midline we go. Brush is given chase, but Shaheen's going to get to that one first. Bonfiglio now in the offensive set for Wethersfield. Glastonbury, though, switches field. Here comes Ward to put pressure on. They force the kick, and Brush is going to get to that first. It's on her left foot. Brush cuts in toward the middle, but deflected nicely by Glastonbury. Barnett's going to step to it. Avery Ford now with the ball. Going to switch fields. Good attack there from Landers to take it away for Glastonbury. They've got something brewing. Low ball played through as Madsen was able to stay onside. Look at Julia Daly apply the pressure for Wethersfield. She's going to clear it. Will it get out of bounds? DeStephanie keeps it inbounds. DeStephanie down the left side, but back to Glastonbury. Good pressure from Barnett. And swing and a miss by Daly. It is dangerously bouncing as Daly tries to shield. It's on the end line. Lauren Darrell's going to step to it. A lot of contact in there. No whistle. Probably rightly so. Collision. Players go down. Glastonbury with a chance. Now inside the 18 on the right side. Low ball played, and Venditti is all over that one. Well, we cannot even. We've got to get on our cameraman and tell him he needs to do a better job keeping up with the action here. So Glastonbury turned away, but they got the ball quickly again. This is Moriarty now. Over to Shaheen. She's going to, nice cutback. We thought she was going to load, but nice cutback, sends it down left side. Ball played now across, headed out of there by DeStephanie. Can Marinelli get to it? Can Ward get to it? Ball played in toward the net. It goes across, gets past Venditti, goes out of bounds. So that will lead to a goal kick here. So we've got a substitution coming into the game for the Eagles. And it looks like Sophia Marinelli will take a seat as Schachner comes back in. Marinelli with some nice minutes in the midfield slot there for the Eagles as they try now to mount an attack to break the tie. We are at 1-1, 135 and counting second half CCC tournament final. That ball goes toward the net. Venditti's going to come out, plays it off her foot, a bit nonchalant there, so thankfully it did not get away, but 125 and counting now, 1-1 game. Glastonbury, Shaheen has been all over the defensive effort tonight for the Guardians. This is Carroll. He's had some opportunities up front. Sends it over to Landers now. We approach the 1 minute mark, 1:11 and counting. Look at the Stephanie out of the back. Got some room to move for Wethersfield across the midline. Finds Monfiglio. Tries to play it across. Gets it to Ward. Ward now one-on-one on the left side. Left-footed ball into the box. And Mardikas is going to be there. And I did it again. That is Marla Radikas. My apologies to the Glastonbury contingent. She deserves to have her name pronounced correctly. Avery Ford now with Wethersfield trying to attack. She plays it through. Can Brush get to it? That'll be too much of an angle for her. And there is Radikas again to scoop it up. 1-1 game. We are under a minute, 38 seconds and counting. Wethersfield has to hold here if they want to go to extra time. Carroll with the ball. Pressured by Malarkey. This is Angelillo now streaking down the left side. Something brewing for the Guardians. Ball played. That's going to draw the whistle. As you can see, Venditti raise the arm, and she is correct. The official agrees. Ball played out of bounds. Let's see if we're going to stop the clock. Does not a, well, no. Okay. We do as the ball gets away. 18.5 on the clock. Great work from our Berlin contingent here. 18 and a half seconds to go. It is 1-1. Wethersfield with one last chance here in regulation. As a reminder, if this ends tied, as it may very well, we go to 2 10-minute overtime periods. Ball played ahead. Nice header there by Moriarty. Carroll's giving chase for Glastonbury, but Malarkey gets to it first. Over the sideline. 10 seconds now and counting. Oh, look at that pressure from Kathleen Brush right here. That sends Glastonbury back. Toward the goal they go, though. 3 seconds. Ball played ahead by Taylor. It's going to go into the arms of Venditti. She scoops it up with the left hand, and that's the end of regulation. It ends exactly as it did at Catone on September 30th. We were at 1-1, and we will go to overtime. We play 2 10-minute overtime periods here in the CCC Girls Soccer Tournament Final. All right, we're going to take a quick break on the mic. We've got just about 4 minutes to go before the first overtime starts. We'll be right back on the audio, but we'll leave the video up. All right, welcome back to Sage Park here in Berlin. We've got bonus soccer tonight. It's 1-1 at the end of regulation, so Wethersfield and Glastonbury are going to play 2 10-minute overtime periods. We'll play each one of them to completion, so we've got 20 minutes of soccer left. If these two teams cannot separate from each other in that amount of time, we'll go to penalty kicks, just like Wethersfield had to do Wednesday night against Bristol Central. Wethersfield's goal came from number 15, Bella Bonfiglio, just about 5 minutes into that second half. Glastonbury threatened and then finally broke through on a corner kick to tie it up later in the half. So we go to overtime, tied at 1. Glastonbury is in their road whites. They're going left to right here. Good shield over on that far side. What do we got here? And the Glastonbury contingent applauds that, as it looks like we're going to get another set piece, and this is how they scored their only goal tonight. So the Eagles defense has to buckle up here. That is Angelillo for Glastonbury, going to trot over to take the kick from that far corner. They've got one player on the near post, one player lined up in front of Venditti, one player on the far post. Here comes the ball as she hits the flag while kicking it. Avery Ford able to get to it first, but Glastonbury has a chance. A nice turn on that ball, but it goes high. So Wethersfield escapes that set piece. They were unable to do so on the previous corner kick in the second half. That's what led to the game-tying goal for Glastonbury. Here come the Guardians with a quick step to the ball. They're going to play back now. Looking for this switch. I'll run down the right. Moriarty's got a beat on it, but short hop played nicely there by Venditti. Quick throw all the way out to Kathleen Brush. She's been trying to get on track all night. Has been pressured nicely by this Glastonbury defense. Brush now with a run down the left side. Sends it over middle of the field to Bonfiglio. She settles, puts it on her foot. Going to try to play Brush through, and that's intercepted, taken away there by Glastonbury. Jillian Barnett tries to keep it in the offensive half for the Eagles. Plays it back to Avery Ford now. Got some room to move. Good footwork here. Plays it through. Here's Brush. She's going to turn toward the middle of the field. Pushed off the ball, but Brush has got it. She's going to unload left-footed. It goes toward the net, and there is Marla Radikas as Brush lays out on the field after that one. Gave it her all with the left foot, but Marla Radikas in net for Glastonbury right there and waiting for it. Wethersfield trying to mount another attack here. Schechner, quick touch over the far side to Ward. Back to Ford we go. Plays it ahead. Kayla Ward is going to see that one go over to Glastonbury. Guardians try to play out of the back. Here's Moriarty now. Makes the turn. Got some space to move. Schachner comes toward her, but Moriarty plays it forward. Good step by Lauren Darrell along the back line. It's going back to Moriarty, though. She is all alone at the midline. No pressure from the Eagles there. Up ahead to Carroll. She cuts it back. Gets past Barnett. Carroll now left foots it. Good step by Schachner. She got the leg out there to get on that one. Avery Ford turns it. Sends it ahead now to Kayla Ward, but it gets away from her. Shaheen over on that side again. Had a good defensive presence all night. Moriarty now for Glastonbury. Again, plenty of space for her to move. She plays the ball. Gets over Darrell. We got a run on it as Taylor had a shot, but Venditti is there. Oh, ball played ahead. That was dangerous for the Eagles. As number 14, Elena Taylor, got ahead of the pack, had a chance on it, but Venditti comes up big when the Eagles need it most. Keeps this game tied 1-1. We're in the first overtime period here. 6:37 and counting. Glastonbury putting the pressure on the Eagles. Here's Brush, though. Sends a long ball ahead. Bonfiglio only there for the Eagles, but that's going to come out. Radikas off the line outside the 18. Kicks it, goes over to the Glastonbury bench. And Wethersfield will take a throw here. Looks like Malarkey is going to line it up. As we get a substitution, looks like Alana Burnell into the game for Wethersfield on that right side, replaces Kayla Ward. 6:06 and counting, first overtime period. We're still tied, 1-1. Glastonbury and Wethersfield. Guardians trying to play the ball out of the back there, and the Whites going left to right here in this first overtime. Through the center circle they go. Right side. Good pressure from Barnett by Wethersfield. Avery Ford's going to get to it. She makes the turn. Matson pressures her. Ford gets rid of it in the center circle. Good touch from Burnell. Gets to Schachner. Back to Burnell now. Chip shot looking for Bonfiglio. She comes down the right side, and it gets away from Wethersfield. That's going to be, let's see, it's going to be shielded as it rolls toward the inline. Bonfiglio got to it. She put a foot on it. There is a right-footed shot by Burnell that goes wide. Good job by Bella Bonfiglio on that inline as the Glastonbury defender Corey Anderson tried to shield, and Bonfiglio managed to get a foot on the ball, sent it back, created a shot opportunity for Burnell, but she sends it wide. We remain tied 1-1, 5:07 and counting, first overtime period. Back go the Guardians into their defensive half. Here's Riley Carroll now approaching the midline. Jillian Barnett there for Wethersfield. Long ball played through. There's Taylor again. She had the good run earlier that led to the Venditti save. In toward the 18 we go. Venditti kicks it out with the left foot. Glastonbury going to be there. Here's Angelillo now, middle of the field. The Guardians are threatening. She gets around one. Shot going toward the goal, but that's high and wide. Hits the fence behind the goal. We remain even 1-1. 4:35 and counting, first overtime. Goal kick coming here for the Eagles. Lauren Darrell's going to take it. This game has been all you could ask for. You get the two top seeds in the conference squaring off. They had played a 1-1 tie back in Wethersfield on September 30th. It's 1-1 right now. We're in extra time as we are in postseason play here. Ball's going to get to Kathleen Brush near side. She's defended nicely there by number 12, Kaylee Sullivan. 4:06 and counting now. 1-1 game. Sullivan's going to take the throw for Glastonbury. She goes back to Anderson. Now, here come the Guardians. Ball across the midline. Played by Daly. Short hopped her a bit. Ford gets a foot on it. Moriarty now for Glastonbury. Over to Angelillo. She has been active. She moves the ball well in the midfield. It gets past to Stephanie, but we got an offside call. Oh, we didn't get the call from the center official. The AR on the near side had the arm up for offside. It looked like Carroll had gotten ahead, but the center official either disagreed or did not see the flag. So we play on. Wethersfield lucky to escape there. Shackner putting pressure on midfield, but Shaheen's going to come out of there with it. Shaheen moving forward, gets the ball now to Moriarty. Brush now for Wethersfield, trying to get it to the outside. Wethersfield still with it. Glastonbury with it now. Riley Carroll on the outside. Pushes Brush off the ball. That's going to draw a flag from the official. So not the best of places for a free kick if you're Wethersfield, but you'll at least take that versus an attack from Glastonbury. So Darrell's going to line it up near this left sideline. See where the Eagles can go as we hit 2:46 and counting, first overtime period. We've got one more 10-minute period after this one, and if the score is tied at that point, we go to penalty kicks. Moriarty trying to get Glastonbury on the board and take a lead. Here's Taylor now. She has been active. She's going to load one up, but look at Avery Ford deflect that ball, cleared by Darrell. Going to go all the way to the midline far side where it will roll across and be a throw for the Guardians of Glastonbury in their white uniforms going left to right. We're still knotted at 1-1. We've got 2:20 remaining in the first overtime period. Wethersfield trying to keep it that way and find a way to get the ball moving forward. High it goes Shackner. Collision there with Landers. Angelillo going to play down the left side. Glastonbury with a threat. Lauren Darrell defending. I'm sorry, that's Malarkey defending. Darrell with the header. Shackner with the clear. Bonfiglio with the header near midfield, but Glastonbury is going to take over. 1-1 game, 1:52 and counting, first overtime period. Good step by Barnett, but Angelillo's got it for Glastonbury. She's looking right side. She's got Carroll going down, but DeStefani with the header keeps it out of there. Moriarty, though, keeps it on her foot. Nice juggle, gets it over to Angelillo. Plenty of space to operate. Good step from Ford. She's going to send it to the goal, and that was a two-hopper that Venditti was right on. Good quick shot. Looks like it might have surprised the Wethersfield back line. Angelillo got all of that one, but Venditti right there waiting for it for Wethersfield. We remain tied 1-1. We're at 1:18 and counting in this first overtime period. We thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Glastonbury trying to find a way to get ahead in this one. They have not led all night. Wethersfield scored first. Glastonbury tied it up off a corner kick. That draws a whistle, and that's going to be a free kick opportunity here as we go under a minute in this first overtime period, 55 seconds and counting. We got one more 10-minute period, 10 minutes of soccer left after this, but here is a dangerous play if you are Wethersfield. trying to line up a three-person wall. Venditti is in net, shouting instructions to her team. The kick is going to come from just on that 20-yard marker to the left side. Glastonbury has Moriarty top of the arc. They've got everybody else lined up to the right. Here comes the kick. It's right at Venditti. It gets off her. It bobbles, but she scoops it up. That is played very well by Venditti in net for Wethersfield. We're down to 22 seconds now in this first overtime period. Still tied at 1. Wethersfield, can they send the ball down for a quick shot opportunity? Schachter now goes toward the midline. Slide tackle there. Schachter goes down. There's going to be no whistle. It'll be Wethersfield ball, but we got 8 seconds and counting now in the first overtime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's the horn. We have now played 90 minutes of soccer. We got 10 left. We got one more overtime period. We're still tied at 1. Wethersfield comes out of that first overtime fortunate to still have this game knotted.
Switch sides. The soccer team should be switching sides and starting the second overtime.
So we will line this one up very quickly. We had the 5-minute break between regulation and the first overtime period, but this one starts right up. So we got 10 minutes of soccer remaining. We are catching our breath here. It has been an action-packed second half and first overtime period. Both teams going after it. The winner of this game, whoever it ends up being, will have earned the victory. There's no question about that. We've got 10 minutes of soccer left. We went to halftime scoreless. We went to the end of regulation, tied at 1. We went to the end of the first overtime, still tied at 1. That's where we sit as we start the second overtime. Your Eagles are in blue. They're going to go left to right for this final 10 minutes. Glastonbury is in white. They're going right to left. They've got the kickoff here for the second overtime. We're underway. Whoop, when we thought we were underway. And we're not underway. And now we're underway. All right, here we go. Clock starts, ball in motion, clock in motion. Angelillo sends it forward for Glastonbury. Chipped out of there by Daly for Wethersfield. There's Malarkey. Angelillo gets to it, though. She's trying to weave her way through traffic, surrounded by blue shirts, but she's still got the ball in her foot outside the 18 on that left side. Tries to play the ball back to Chavez. Good step from Schachter for Wethersfield. Shaheen with a high ball down the right side, headed by Glastonbury, but goes in the wrong direction for them. It's going to go over the end line. That'll lead to a goal kick here for Wethersfield. 9 minutes, 25 seconds of soccer remaining. If this 1-1 score remains, or if it's a different score but we're tied, we will go to penalty kicks to solve this one and crown the champion of the 2022 CCC Girls Soccer Tournament. Wethersfield came in as the top seed out of the North Division. And Glastonbury, the number 2 seed out of the West. 1 versus 2 here. It has been all you could ask for. 8:52 and counting. Second overtime. Video gets a bit grainier as the night gets darker here. We'll try to keep it somewhat focused on some action and, more importantly, try to explain and tell you what's happening so you can keep up with it here. This is Shaheen coming out of the backfield for Glastonbury, plays Moriarty. Now Angelillo has plenty of room to move here. She plays a through ball, looking down the left side for Chavez. She's got an opportunity. Lauren Darrell's going to challenge for Wethersfield outside the 18. Ball gets into the 18. That's to Glastonbury. That's Taylor. It's deflected at the last minute by Daly for Wethersfield. Still alive in the 18. Chavez gets to it. She's defended by Darrell. Pressure there and a double team. Nicely done by Avery Ford. Going to clear it out. Got the ball to Kayla Ward, but then Shaheen up from the back for Glastonbury sends it over the sideline. So Wethersfield will take over as they deny Glastonbury. But look at Shaheen step right in front to get that ball. Good step from Schachter, but this is Angelillo now. She is again looking to make some magic happen. She goes down the left side toward the end line, pulls it back. Malarkey is on her. And ball turned in, and it's going to be a handball. It looked, yes, there we go. Boy, nice ball from Angelillo. Played it ahead to Matson, who was wide open right at the top of the 18. Unfortunately, if you're a Glastonbury fan, it deflected off of her body and into her arm. So handball is called. Free kick now by Lauren Darrell for Wethersfield. 7:25 and counting, second overtime. We are tied at 1. We'll try to keep reminding you of those settings, as we know we do not have a fixed scoreboard view for you to look at here tonight. Glastonbury moving ahead. It's not sudden death, so if there is a goal scorer, we do continue to play the full duration. We've got 7:05 and counting. Glastonbury moving ahead. They're again on the attack. They have been active here in the second half. Wethersfield's defense let them get through once on the corner kick. Other than that, they have been up to the challenge so far. But here's Angelillo again, putting pressure on the Wethersfield back line. Down the left side, we go to Chavez. Malarkey's out there, one-on-one. Chavez sends it to the middle. Venditti steps to it. Oh, my goodness. That was a golden opportunity for Glastonbury as the ball bounced off of Venditti, got back out into the field of play, but the ball goes high over the goal. So we remain tied 1-1, and if Wethersfield is able to come out the winner of this game, that may be the play they remember, as Venditti had to stretch herself to get to the first ball, was not able to secure it. It bounced back into action. Glastonbury able to turn, but high over the goal they go. So let's see if Wethersfield can take advantage. 1-1 game, 6 minutes remaining, second overtime. Bonfiglio right at the midline, trying to move the ball forward for Wethersfield. Plays it ahead, got Ward down the right side. Ward's got it underfoot. She wants to cut back toward the middle. Nice move to get around Shaheen. Ward with the angle. Plays it toward the net. Radikas with a ridiculous save on that one as Kayla Ward, she made the fake with the left and able to cut around, get the shot from point-blank range, but Radikas is there to slam the door on that one. It will lead to a corner kick, though, for the Eagles. So Ward is going to trot out to this near corner. She'll take the kick. We're going to leave our camera angle focus more on the net. Bonfiglio in her usual place near post. Here comes the kick from Ward. High in toward the 18 it goes. Radikas gets her hands on it. Glastonbury tries to clear. Now on the counterattack, they try to come. Ball played high toward the center. DeStefani gets to it first for Wethersfield. Good pressure from Taylor. And let's see, does that draw a whistle? It looks like it does. Free kick will come for the Eagles. Nice work out of the back by DeStefani to get to that ball first, keep it in the offensive half for Wethersfield. We're under 5 minutes remaining, 4:49 and counting. Second overtime period. We are knotted at 1. Glastonbury in white, Wethersfield in blue, about to take a free kick. Lauren Darrell lines it up. She's listening to Coach Tony Leone bark some instructions. Lauren Darrell just about the 32-yard line, left side. Sends it high in toward the right side. Trying to find somebody, but just not able to connect as Ward pulled up her run a little bit. Bonfiglio couldn't get to it in the middle, so the Eagles come up empty on that free kick opportunity. 4:18 and counting. 1-1 game, second overtime period. Glastonbury that ball gets over the head of Barnett, but there's Avery Ford. Plays it high toward Bonfiglio. Taps it ahead. She's not going to be able to get to it as Glastonbury shields nicely, and Radikas picks up the ball. So now Glastonbury the other way. High ball by Radikas. Maybe not as much of that one as she wanted in terms of distance. Carroll's on that far side along with Kathleen Brush for Wethersfield. Let's see which way we're going to go. Looks like it will be a Glastonbury throw right near the midline. 3:45 and counting. Second overtime, tied at 1. For the second consecutive game, the Eagles have been forced to extra time. Wednesday night, it was Bristol Central, and it was scoreless after 2 overtimes. Here we are tied at 1. Wethersfield trying to keep Glastonbury off the board here as we approach the 3-minute mark, 3:25 and counting. Wethersfield now able to come out of there. Here is Kathleen Brush down the left side. Got a little bit of space to move, one defender to beat. Sends it over to Bonfiglio. Gets away from her, back toward the left side. Cleared by Glastonbury. Oh, they're going to keep it in bounds. Here come the Guardians now on the counterattack. Good give and go down the right side. Looks like Carroll has the ball for them. She's got plenty of space. Wethersfield has been playing a bit of slack day. It looks like another handball right outside the 18 there as that ball bounced up, took an awkward hop on Moriarty. So 2:52 and counting, 1-1 game, second overtime. The winner claims the 2022 Central Connecticut Conference Girls Soccer Championship. Ball played ahead. Chavez with a nice step for Glastonbury. Over to Taylor. Taylor takes it all the way over to the far side near the Glastonbury bench. Now plays toward the 18. That's going to draw an offside call. So Wethersfield gets a bit of a gift there as they don't have to defend a shot opportunity. Offside call goes against Glastonbury. Wethersfield throw will come. Eagles have had trouble moving the ball toward the net here in the recent minutes. Bonfiglio tries to do it all in one kick. She's got Ward over on the right side. Who else is going to help her on the attack? Here's Ward. Cuts back toward the middle. Lets it go with the left foot. Deflected by Shaheen. Beautiful defense there from Glastonbury as Ward tried to load up the left foot, but Shaheen was all over it. Angelillo now plays a nice ball ahead to Taylor. Landers on the far side. Looking for Taylor again. In toward the middle. Cleared by Malarkey for Wethersfield. Brush tries to get to it. High again toward the offensive half. Avery Ford with a nice header. Shackner with good shield. Barnett plays the ball ahead. Bonfiglio now in that giant B in the center circle. Gets it over to Brush. Wethersfield trying to find something. Oh, fastball from Brush right to the foot, or maybe the back of the foot of Bonfiglio. Turns away that opportunity for Wethersfield. Here's Chavez coming the other way now for Glastonbury. Left foot's it ahead. Got to be on that one, but Lauren Darrell's going to get to it for Wethersfield. Good shield. Let's see which way we go. And we are going to draw a corner kick for Glastonbury. Good defense from Lauren Darrell, but nice piece of footwork from Glastonbury as they were able to deflect off of Darrell at the last minute. So we've got near corner as we go under a minute in this game. 51 seconds. Glastonbury trying to take the lead on the corner kick. In high ball toward the 18. Venditti comes all the way out. Ball gets through. Brush able to step to it. Sends it clear over toward the Glastonbury bench. It goes over the side. Glastonbury's going to take the quick throw. 38 seconds of counting now. This is it. And ball deflected. Glastonbury takes control again. They've got to throw. They're moving inching closer and closer. Ball gets passed. They've got an opportunity now outside the box on the right side. It goes in toward the 18. Cleared by Avery Ford. Brush has it. High ball sent toward the center of the field, but not far enough. Bonfiglio now sends it forward. Wethersfield looking to play out the clock now. 13 seconds remaining in this one. Now 10 seconds as Glastonbury takes over in the backfield. High ball played by Glastonbury. 3 seconds on the clock. Good pressure there by Daly in the back, and that's going to do it. And for the second consecutive game, the Wethersfield Eagles are going to go to penalty kicks to decide the winner. They got past Bristol Central 3-1 in that penalty kick shootout on Wednesday night to advance to this final. And now, knotted at 1, we've played 100 minutes of soccer. The 2 40-minute halves, the 2 20-minute overtime periods are behind us. And now, penalty kicks will decide it. Each team will line up 5 players to take kicks. They'll alternate 5 different rounds back and forth, and the team that comes out on top after that takes home the championship trophy. The 2022 CCC girls soccer title is on the line here in a penalty kick shootout. Our on-the-field angle Wednesday night in Southington was not bad for the penalty kick shootout. Not great for the rest of the game, but we're not going to be able to move it tonight. We're going to be sitting right here high above the action, but we'll keep you posted on what happens. Again, we've ended regulation and the 2 overtime periods, tied at 1. These 2 teams now have played 3 hours of soccer this season, and it's all even. 1-1 September 30th at Catone Field, and 1-1 here tonight after the 2 overtime periods. So the penalty kicks will decide it. And if nothing else, this is good preparation for what each of these teams may see ahead in CIAC state playoff action. Glastonbury gets a bye next week in the Class L tournament as they locked up the number 2 seed in the Class L bracket. Wethersfield, meanwhile, in Class L, locked up the 3 seed. That is the highest seed in program history in the state playoffs. Previous high was number 6. That was back in 1986 when the Eagles won their first of 2 state titles. 86 and 94 are the championship years for Wethersfield. Since that 1994 championship, though, the team has advanced to the semifinals only once. They have not been back to the title game since '94, and that was back-to-back for them as they had lost in the championship game in 1993, came all the way back, won the title in '94. But since then, it has been a championship drought for the Eagles. This team of a generation so far for this Eagles soccer program, looks to change that. But right now, the task at hand is a penalty kick shootout. We're just waiting for things to get set up here. We're going to have 5 kickers from each team alternating as we look ahead for Wethersfield to next week's CIAC Class L tournament. They'll get a bye in the first round, so they'll get Tuesday off, and they will play the winner then of Ledyard Guilford. So that would be a game that the Eagles will host at Catone, I believe on Thursday. Not sure of timing yet for that one. Ledyard is the 14 seed, Guilford the 19 seed in the Class L tournament. So the Eagles get a few days to rest after this. They're going to need it after playing 2 consecutive overtime games. And we will show you the PKs. Didn't want to give you the wrong impression. It's just going to be a far view. So we'll either be looking at it like that if it's down at that right side goal, or we'll be looking at it like that down on the left side. So you'll be able to see what's happening, and we'll, of course, keep you updated on who's shooting and whether that ball goes into the net. Wednesday night in the game against Bristol Central at Southington High School, Vanessa Venditti able to save the third kick by the Rams, and that slammed the door on them as Wethersfield went on to win 3-1 in that shootout. She would love to get another one saved here tonight to give the Eagles a shot. So we're waiting the teams to come out to the center of the field. We've got the camera plugged in, so we're not going to lose battery power on you here. Hopefully our friends at Verizon will keep the signal going so we can bring this to you. And we'll see who the Eagles bring out for this one. It looks like we've got Bonfiglio, Darrell, Ward, Burnell, and just waiting to see who the 5th kicker is going to be. So it looks like teams are lining up, so we're going to hit the camera down toward this goal near the scoreboard. Again, if you're just happening to stumble upon our broadcast, we have had an exciting night of soccer. Scoreless game at halftime, tied at 1 at the end of regulation. We went through 20 minutes of overtime soccer, still tied at 1. So we are going to penalty kicks. The 2 keepers who have had great nights, both strong performances in net. Venditti for Wethersfield, Radikas for Glastonbury. And Wethersfield's going to start this one off. We go to the penalty shootout. Lauren Darrell, as she did Wednesday night, is going to step to the mark and look to get the Eagles started off on the right foot. It will literally be her right foot that's going to take it. And let's see. Going to give me 1 second. All right, here she is, and it's saved by Radikas. So the first kick by Wethersfield is turned away. Wow, that ball was low. Looked like it had a chance in that bottom left corner, but Radikas smothers it. So Lauren Darrell denied on the first kick for Wethersfield. Here comes Anna Shaheen for Glastonbury. She has been a presence for the Guardians all night on defense. She steps up to take their first kick of this penalty shootout. Glastonbury's first kick in round 1. Shaheen steps up after Radikas keeps Lauren Darrell off the scoreboard for Wethersfield. Here's Shaheen with the kick, right foot into that bottom left corner. Venditti guessed the other direction, and Shaheen coolly puts it into the bottom of the net, left corner. So after one round, it's Glastonbury 1, Wethersfield 0. Bonfiglio now is going to step to the penalty mark for Wethersfield to start round 2. Again, we've got 5 kickers total for each team. This is the second round. Whichever team is ahead after the round of 5 is going to go home with the championship hardware. So Bonfiglio buried one Wednesday night. Let's see if she can do the same here to get the Eagles on the board in this shootout. She trots toward the ball, right foot. And Rodriguez is there again! She turns the Eagles away. Marla Rodriguez for Glastonbury has denied the first 2 kicks by Wethersfield. Glastonbury is going to step up to take their second kick. They lead it 1-0 in this shootout. And this is going to be Gianna Angelillo, one of the stars of this Glastonbury team. She was part of their program back in 2019 as a freshman when they won their 5th of 5 state titles. She's going to take their second round kick. Venditti's in net. Here's Angelillo toward the ball, and that goes into the right side. And after 2 rounds, it is Glastonbury 2, Wethersfield 0. Here comes Kayla Ward now for the Eagles to start round 3. She's got to find the back of the net here to keep the Eagles' hopes alive. 2-0 Glastonbury in the penalty shootout. It was 1-1 at the end of overtime. Title on the line. Perfect season on the line for Wethersfield. Here's Ward. She's going to step up. Left foot for Ward. Sends it high into the corner, and Wethersfield's on the board. They are trailing 2-1. But Glastonbury is up with the double break, and they go to their third kicker. That's going to be Angela Chavez. So now would be the perfect time for Venditti to make that save and mimic what she did on the third kick for Bristol Central on Wednesday night. If she can do that here, that gets the Eagles back in it, gives them some life. It's Glastonbury's third kicker. They've buried their first 2. Wethersfield has taken 3 already. They've only got 1 on the board. Phone is ringing. I'm not sure who's trying to call me, but we're not going to answer right now. Angela Chavez steps up for Glastonbury. Here it goes. Chip shot, and that was cool. Calm and cool as she just placed the ball perfectly on the right side as Venditti guessed the other way. And so that now is 3-1. After 3 rounds. Glastonbury perfect. Wethersfield only has 1 of their 3 in. That means as we start this 4th round here, and we get actually Avery Ford going to step up to take the 4th kick for Wethersfield. She has to bury it. If she misses this one, that is the ball game. So if she buries it, Wethersfield stays alive. Glastonbury can win it on their 4th kick. If she misses here, game is over. Avery Ford now steps to it, and she gets it in, so keeps the Eagles' hopes alive, at least momentarily. So Avery Ford follows up with Ford and Ward combo, gets the Eagles some life here. They trail at 3-2, though. And this looks like this is going to be number 3, Haley Moriarty, coming to the ball for Glastonbury. She makes this kick, game is over. If she misses, Wethersfield still alive. So it comes down to this. The foot of Haley Moriarty for Glastonbury. The Guardians' 4th kick of this penalty kick round. They lead it 3-2. If she buries it, game is over. Venditti steps in. Gives a bit of a stretch. Moriarty stares her down. Whistle blows. Here we go. Moriarty with the kick. High and saved by Venditti. Wethersfield stays alive. Venditti comes up big in the 4th round, but Wethersfield has to do it all again. They've got to make their kick and hope that Glastonbury misses another one or that Venditti gets another save. So we've got Isabella DeStefani stepping to the line now for Wethersfield. Wow, this has been a fun game to watch, fun game to call. Hope you've enjoyed it at home. DeStefani has the task of trying to keep Wethersfield's hopes alive. She misses, game is over. She scores, she ties it up. but then the Eagles have to hope that Glastonbury can be turned away one more time. Here's to Stephanie now. Looks like she's going to line it up for a left-footed shot. She does. Here it goes, and that's right at Ridikas. And so Glastonbury is your 2022 CCC tournament champion. They get the penalty kick win over Wethersfield, final of 3-2. But the story of that shootout, 3 saves by Glastonbury keeper Marla Ridikas, and we're glad we got her name correct on that. That was an outstanding performance in net in the shootout. We thank you for sticking with us through 100 minutes of soccer. Wethersfield goes home second place in this CCC tournament. Glastonbury wins it. Congratulations to the Guardians, and we'll see you next week for a CIAC playoff game from Catone Field. Thanks. Have a good night. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.